You will. I believe you.
In our last session, you had just finished setting up perimeter defenses in the town of Tourmaline, and had gotten the majority of the townsfolk to safety. It was time to wait out any potential assault on the town in the wake of the agreed-upon refusal to perform the monthly sacrifice to the Frost Maiden. Eventually, the assault did come in the form of multiple waves of awakened animals. It was a long and difficult battle, and there were losses among the militia members. Though Orus, you managed to protect one particularly important volunteer when Speaker Orus Matthew from a pack of crag cats that had broken through the defenses and entered the town proper. As the battle lengthened, you weren't sure if Ravison would show herself, despite the earlier augury, but show she did in the guise of a very familiar creature. She herself was a fierce combatant with her frost druid sisters, transforming into dangerous creatures, and as a last-ditch effort, unleashing a wave of frigid wind that nearly wiped your entire party off the map. But in the end, you emerged victorious, as you nearly always do, with seemingly minimal losses. Though, in truth, you do not know yet how the rest of the town, nor how the other towns were affected by this rebellion. You plan on resting up, but only briefly, and heading to Sunblight Fortress, hoping to prevent any further upcoming assault. We begin today's session with those downed being restored to consciousness by a beleaguered Orus, and examining the body of the fallen frost druid Ravison. So, what would y'all like to do?
So canonically, I have spent my spell slots healing the fallen.
I believe that's what you had said you were doing at the end of the
Okay,
battle,
so
so yes.
that was a non-insignificant number of spell slots because I was very judicious over the course of this combat. Believe it or not, I had like 1/3, 2 seconds, and a first level spell slot all left over.
Yeah, I think we're pretty spent.
But yeah, so Oru's got Kaj and Hanu or whoever up, and has been. I'll just move him over to the militia where he has been taking care of all of that. Since combat was clearly complete.
So, okay, Asad, you go and you sort of search for the discarded disguise. Okay. Yeah, so what you find then, like, discarded in the snow some, maybe 20, 30 yards back, is a sort of long feathered cloak, with almost like a half mask, over top, like not designed to cover the entire face, but in the guise of like an owl's face, and two horns curled that sort of stick up from it, almost like ram's horns. They appear to be real and attached via just some fairly good craftsmanship.
Who wants to wear that?
You're gonna hang on to it, Asad? Okay. So you now have the Ravison's
Is the
Ravison's
typing?
cloak and disguise, yeah.
You know what helps is not just sitting on the splash page for Frostbite.
Anything else you guys would like to do? Again, you're surrounded by bloodied, dead beast bodies. There's some human bodies nearer
Anything
to the
else
town
on
itself.
her or the other druid of interest?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it matter if more of us go body searching with?
Yeah, you guys can go.
EMs?
You guys can go. So specifically, you want to look at Ravison herself, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the frost druids generally, presumably the awakened, probably don't have much loot to speak of.
No, I mean Ravison herself. I mean, if you wanted to examine her specifically, there doesn't appear to be anything particularly special that you notice at first glance. You do note that you have seen the frost druids summon weapons out of ice in the past, similar to your sort of nemesis, Cephalcaldro. And Robinson, was no different at this point.
Danny told us that.
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yams.
Really?
Yams.
She was real sick and hospitalized with it, so he sure was glad you didn't have it.
Yeah.
Yams, mute yourself, bud.
I was gonna say for more for his privacy's sake.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. I guess okay, that's good.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say I muted him just as a heads up in case he wasn't actually there to mute himself.
Well, no, I heard him talking.
Oh, okay. I just heard.
Yams, you there?
How the fuck?
Hello?
Hello? What's
Is
good?
he meaning to talk to us?
I
He
don't
might
know
not
what's
be meaning
going on.
To talk to us. Yeah.
Well,
Yams. Hello.
Salute.
I don't understand what's happening.
I'm also confused, but whatever.
Oh, there. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I thought that the hardware mute worked on this thing, but it doesn't apparently.
Okay. Do you have it sorted?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so what you find on her is what appears to be a scythe. Again, looking like it's sort of made out of ice. But upon closer inspection, this one is not as fragile, and it has sort of retained, it's still there, as the other weapons that you had bought with frost druids will disappear upon their wielders' deaths. This one is still remaining on her body.
Anyone want to take this?
Problem is, I don't think I do.
I mean, I'm all for tossing the weapons of our enemies, but if we want to get rid of it, we should actually get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't want it falling into the hands of anyone else, so we should take it either way.
Oh well, yeah.
Horus is busy, but as a player, somebody might consider, looking over everything with detect magic going.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. When we get there, we'll get there, but I don't think any of us have to have it tonight.
I don't know, if you guys help Horus taking care of all the fallen militia, he can always ritual cast it.
Yeah, no, I mean, once we get, I think, that's probably the next step.
I would assume, presumably, you're not, Oris isn't the only one going around. I would imagine, the rest of you are probably trying to kind of help and, patch each other up and that sort of thing, right? You're just kind of, wandering the battlefield.
I mean, honestly, more likely, Parmux has probably done the same thing as Horus. I just haven't done it mechanically.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about it mechanically, per se. This is more of an RP kind of thing than mechanically.
At some point, once things have settled, and presuming we don't encounter oh, by the by, there's a party of frost druids scouring the town and coming our way or something, Horus will eventually ritually cast detect magic to examine anything that everybody else has collected.
Okay. So there doesn't appear to be much that the lot of you managed to find, unless you plan on skinning animal corpses and things like that. They weren't really carrying anything, and the frost druid the other frost druids didn't really have anything of note aside from that same. A couple of them had the staff with the symbol of the frost maiden on it, which you had seen before. But casting detect magic, you do get a glow around the scythe.
Holds it out to Horus, just, well.
Well, there is magic on that scythe. Obviously, I don't know what magic. It's worth investigating. Any of you able to identify? I know Nosmush would have, but it's been a long time since we've had his services at our disposal.
I'm afraid I don't. Maybe Hanu might. He can tell what to do
can-
with the device.
I can ritual cast detect magic.
Well,
Yes,
we
you
need.
I think that's
We,
about it.
it's the identify spell specifically.
Oh,
It's either we
right,
cast
right, right.
identify on it, or somebody, just says, "I wonder if I can attune it."
I can also ritual cast that, which is what I meant to say.
Aha.
I had ritual cast on the mod, so I can figure it out. I'll be doing more than me wandering around with no spells left trying to help people.
Okay, well, Horus will go back to medicining people while you can do that.
And I can do that. So, I guess, however long that it's going to take me to go through whatever we got.
I mean, that's pretty much all you could find of note. How long does it take to ritually
11
cast identify?
10
Like
minutes
10
per-
minutes-ish?
10 minutes plus the length of duration. Yeah, it's 11 minutes total, because
Okay.
identify takes a minute to cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you sit down with this thing and you kind of examine it, and well, you're doing this while you cast your spell. And what you get from it is, I mean, first, the one thing you note very specific on it is, again, this sort of thing doesn't look like it was just created by her out of ice. It looks like it could be made out of ice, but it's some sort of, it's honestly very difficult to tell if it's made out of ice or glass or some sort of thin metal or some amalgamation of all of them. The hilt of the scythe has that similar symbol of a snowflake encased in ice. And what you identify is this particular item here.
Interesting.
Well,
Well, there's only one of us that can use
I
that.
wonder who wants that. I wonder. That's pretty fucking sick, though.
Okay. Yeah.
Question is whether he would use it on principle.
Mm,
That is the question.
that is a question.
Yeah.
Well,
Son of a Lincoln here.
I need my call, so
Yeah. I think Horus would think, well, I'll have to think about that. You know how it is. Sometimes one can use the weapons of your enemies against them. That gets a little trickier with gods, but it might be worth it, it might not.
Who's holding it right now?
Horus is probably
Uh,
turning it over in his hands after Hanu is like, hey, this seems like something you might use or whatever. Unless Hanu is still holding.
I was gonna say it's either me because I'd be the one looking at it, or handing it to, or who's.
I mean,
Do we Rochambeau for it?
let me know. Let me know who's holding it.
I mean, I'll be happy to be holding it.
Okay.
So, as you're holding it, Horus, you notice that the symbol on the hilt is glowing.
Okay, so presumably I still have detect. Well, no, I wouldn't still have detect magic going because it would have been 11 minutes. The symbol on the hilt is glowing.
Mhm.
Ha. Okay, Horus is going to look at it carefully,
Mhm.
and then probably do another ritual detect magic to figure out what the heck is going on with that.
So after casting detect magic, the entirety of the sickle is sort of glowing, and it gives you. I mean, that's probably, I don't know, evocation or something of that sort. I guess it would be. I'm not really sure what that would be in terms of schools. But you get specifically from the symbol on the bottom is a hint of divination. And the glow just begins to fade and stops.
I wonder what that means.
Would
Well,
Aura-
perhaps, Hanu, if you are handy with your magic tools, it might be worth our time to attempt to remove the symbol of the Frost Maiden, and if that irreparably damages this beyond repair in the process, it's probably for the best regardless. I'm, as something of a diviner myself, the prospect of divination of our greatest foe on an object so close at hand is just a little disconcerting.
I can give it a go, but do you think it's just going to be as mundane as taking the symbol off?
I'm an astronomer, not an artificer.
Well,
But
I'm more
Hanu, I'm an
thinking-
astronomer.
I'm a doctor,
damn it.
not a milkman. I mean, that's just magic items in general as opposed to just an artificer thing, though, right?
So here's what I'll say. If you want to attempt to modify this, without basically destroying it entirely, to try to retain whatever properties it has while just removing this particular section that is affected by divination magic, will probably require. Let me think about it. Probably some checks, but I'll have to think about it. I have to think
Okay.
about how I want to
Yeah,
do this.
yeah.
But I think the basic answer is, while Orus is concerned about the divination magic upon it, he probably doesn't want to use it, and so until Hanu can attempt to modify it, he'll leave it in Hanu's possession.
Sure. Yep,
Yeah.
that's fair. I will come up with something to see if you can do that. But I don't think I can come up with it on the fly. I'm not that good, unfortunately, so I have to wait a little
Yeah.
bit.
No worries.
Okay. What next?
What next, indeed?
I mean, most immediately, if we think things are secure, then I wouldn't mind some shut-eye.
Yeah, that's a good plan, I think.
Shut eye and trying to figure out what happened over the rest of the towns, right?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as we're up, it's off to, well, the
Well,
rest
I mean,
of the towns.
yeah, but I mean, like first, make sure the town is actually secure. Second, shut eye. Third, make our way to Sunblight Fortress.
Oh,
Stopping along the way is necessary.
one other thing. What of the orc spirit?
Oh, we got to give him a send off.
Well, the problem is I can't let him ride off into the sunset on a conjured beast this time, because the panther died too soon, so...
So presumably, so the orc spirit only lasts 10 minutes. So
Yeah, so this
technically-
would have happened earlier on, but yeah.
This would have happened earlier on. Presumably, the orc stone has lost its magic. This is the last time the orc spirit, whatever his name may have been, maybe summoned. I would assume that.
I mean, I don't know. Does he have a name, Horus?
I'm going to assert that Orus doesn't know his name.
Okay. Okay.
He presumably has one, but like this spirit, speaking with spirits isn't Horus's specialty. This was a gift to him from one of the orcs from Nazmush's clan that he happened to save one day.
Yeah.
Um, and that orc did not acquaint him with what spirit was tied to the stone.
Okay.
But I think Horus will, this final time that the orc spirit is here, having fought gloriously in combat, Horus will bow to the spirit, and he'll say, "You have been absolutely indispensable. You have fought with honor, courage, and strength beyond which could ever have been asked of you. Rest now, and may your life in the hereafter be filled with the glory and honor and laud duly afforded to one with your prowess."
And the orc spirit kind of stands tall and silently, does the Loktar Ogar sort of thing where he lifts his axe up into the
God damn it,
sky.
you beat me to it.
Yeah. And slowly begins to fade until he is gone entirely.
Take heart, young warrior. Nah, that's a different guy.
I think Horus is going to hold on to the stone just as a memento, but
Asa, what do you mean you give Hanu a shield? What shield?
Asad had a shield that Asad never uses,
Ah,
so...
Oh, right, yeah.
you also have that other shield. The one you found
I know.
before.
I have the +1 shield.
Oh, you
Give
have
him
that
a
one now?
regular
Okay.
shield.
Yeah, I just have
Okay, so you gave him a
shield.
regular shield. Okay. Okay, so you guys are gonna rest up. Or are you are you gonna go head into town proper?
Yeah,
let's
it's time to
play
head
this out a little bit.
It's time to go back. And did you, Horus? Did you say you saw Horus? Is everything all right
Horus
in there?
was over there, as we kind of overheard, and... damn fool. He's fine.
Well, we better go check. I mean, I believe you, of course, but let's make sure everything's shipshape and maybe escort some folks out of those mines.
Okay, so you guys are gonna head back to the place where you were fighting the cats?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, just...
So you can see there's a bunch of townsfolk now just sort of coming out. There were some people in some of these buildings still left over, and they're sort of coming up. They're starting to kind of clean up. They're dragging sort of the cats and off to the side, and a couple of them maybe starting to try to skin them or something. And
hates food.
yep, Horus is kind of standing there, almost like he looks more now like the timid pre-leader you came across initially, standing there in armor that's slightly too big for him and trying to direct the guards and townsfolk around. But he is certainly his confidence has been shaken. He got in a little in over his head. Arctos is sort of just sitting up against sort of one of the just with his back up against the wall of one of the buildings, bleeding from a bunch of cuts. He's got a large bruise on his face, and he's just sort of sitting there and resting. And he sees you. Oh, go ahead.
Horus sees him all bleeding, and Horus is going to try to do medicine to kind of help him with that.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Sure.
we're
Roll
along
for
that
me.
way.
Roll a medicine check. Yeah. So you're able to sort of go over and help patch up a few of his wounds here and there, and he goes, "Thank you, Horus. I appreciate it. That was more than I expected. How fared you over on the northwestern end?"
Well, the leader of the Frost Druids is dead.
Well, that's reassuring, I suppose. They were the ones behind the attacks then?
Yes, and much of what has befallen Lonelywood and Bremen and everything in this part of Ten Towns, as well as the attack on Caer Konig previously.
So was ours was the town that was chosen then? What about the others?
From what we learned, there were going to be attacks at other towns, but here was where the hammer was going to fall. The hardest, and that's why we stayed here. And it's good that we did. I don't know what would have happened if we hadn't been here.
Nor do I. It was too much for just our meager militia to, even with the help of those from Bryn Shander. I appreciate all that you all do and continue to do. And I'm sure Oris appreciates it even more, don't you? And he just kind of looks over sheepishly and, starts to direct a little bit more, like more fervently.
Mhm. I have to have some words with that young lad. He's got a good heart, and eventually his head will catch up with that.
Well, he just did what he thought would be best for the town, and while he wasn't entirely wrong in wanting to help out, he just doesn't have the experience that some of us do to back it up. And he also kind of looks back at the what's left of the archers. But we did what we could, and thank the gods it was enough. So does this mean then will there be further attacks on every month when sacrifices are not done? Because I'm not sure that we can keep up. Or were they behind the reasons for the sacrifice all along, and that's it? Will the day now return?
If only it were so easy. No, the Ravison and the Frost Druids are merely tools of a larger plan. From what I've learned from my companions, nothing short of eternal winter is what the aim of all this is, and that obviously is not something that we can live with, literally. So, we will continue our efforts to thwart this spell and stop it before it's irreversible. In the meantime, I wish I could assure you that more attacks won't occur, but Ravison was not the only agent of Orals, and I'm sure we will find others looking to take her place and continue what she started.
Well, then I wish you the best of luck in stopping it, because I don't think we can take much more of that.
I hope that today we have dealt enough of a blow to soften any further attacks, but that may just be a foolish old man's hope. We must hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
I think that Parmux has been by here for a bit. I did do a cure wounds on Arctos as well, but having listened to Horus for a while, I finally say, just think how much has changed in a month. 1 month. We're fighting back against this rhyme, against Oral. More changes to come, and not all of it will be easy, but as Valkyr wills it, the wind shall blow. I think you can have faith in those around you. We will get stronger, and we are fighting back. Today was a great victory. It's just not the last one.
Just trying to think. Remind me, who was it who talked with Avarice? Mainly, the other like a few sessions ago.
Asa?
I think it was Asad and
Was it Asad?
Parmux trading
Okay.
off.
So what I'll say then is, Asad, you hear a familiar voice in your head,
Mm.
and it says, "It is done. Taxon, Caer Dineval, and Caer Konig have been thwarted. Now, remember your end of the bargain."
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
And I assume I can reply.
You can reply, yes.
Say, we do owe you quite a bit for that. It is a debt that should be repaid. We will see it done.
So, what would you all like to do?
Oris is gonna go over to Oris,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of, just bat him on the shoulder and say, you were the last person I think I expected to see on the battlefield.
Had to continue to do everything I can to be a proper leader of this town. And he's like shaking as he talks right now.
Wasn't much fun, was it?
I don't think I expected it to be, but I've never seen battle before. That comes as no surprise, I don't think, but I didn't think it would be so difficult, deadly. I don't know what I thought.
Well, you certainly dove in the deep end. That is the worst battle I think I've ever seen. It was truly something else, and it will take you a while to swallow it all, I suppose. But buck up. You now have more experience than a lot of very self-important people down south when it comes to these things, and over time, it will turn you into a much greater leader than some kings claim to be. Just the next time you plan on putting yourself in harm's way and were to share a battlefield, do let us know in advance so that we're not quite so surprised by your bravery.
Try to be a little more tactical next time.
And perhaps you can get some lessons from Arctos and the finer points of warfare and combat, and should you ever need that knowledge, I pray not, but you will be all the more ready for it.
So he just kind of nods at you and then starts to head off towards the eastern side of town and says, "Yes, there's much to be done, much cleanup, and I have to check on Mother." So he heads off. And you have received word that Caer Dineval and Caer Konig were defended, and you have defended Tourmaline. And there was one more town that had planned, like that. There was an attack planned on it, right?
Was it?
I mean, Lonelywood and Bremen, right?
Ah, right.
But we fought Bremen's Frost Druid, so maybe just Lonelywood?
I thought it was we fought Lonelywood's Frost Druid.
So you assumed it was Lonely.
Yeah,
I think there was something indicated to us later that it might have been Bremen's, but
Yeah, I mean,
hard
I
to
would say
know.
it's the assumption you guys made is that whatever other town that was going to be attacked, you would sort of preemptively thwarted
We'd
it.
at least blunted it severely.
Yes.
One can only hope.
hmm
Given how badly we were needed here.
Yeah. What else? What else would you guys like to do?
Unless we have a way of verifying the state of Lonelywood or Bremen, I don't know what else we can do other than rest.
Yeah, no, we definitely do not. Ain't no sendings around today. Although I will have one for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll just sending, yeah. I forget if I sent Beldora a message yesterday or if it was like if it's been a full 24 hours or not, but I'm gonna send her a message and say that we defended the town here successfully. How are things everywhere else?
And she'll respond. Brinshander was on high alert, but no attacks.
That's pretty good. That means we did something.
Yeah.
Also mean I don't have to feel bad for taking away some of their militia, so.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah. That little thing.
Yeah, so I think it's a bunch of like escorting some folks out of the mines. Helping Janth re-corral the people bring them back to their homes, and then sleep.
And then rest up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
Is
guess
there
it's
anything?
the same day.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is like, this will be like probably around 2-ish in the morning. The aurora's still overhead. So you guys, unless there's anything else you want to do, you guys will get your long rest.
Okey-doke.
Nice.
I like resting long.
Yeah, so you are now all rested up. It is still the first day of the month. Like, it's not another day, but it's like, what?
Sorry, before we went to bed,
Yes.
I was gonna do something.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna find a spear.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not too hard to do, right?
No, not hard to find. There's some strewn about the battlefield you're able to grab.
So I'm gonna take a spear, and I guess like if that fountain thing represents something near city center, I suppose.
It can be, sure.
Sure. I'm gonna take
or you
a spear.
Find the city center. Either way, yep.
Right. Yeah. Try to find a notable spot within the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to set the spear in the ground as hard as I can, and sort of do that display where I take the disguise and I put the spear tip through the head of the owl.
Okay. It's like just kind of like to stand it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess in some way deface it.
Okay. In what way?
I want it to look
Burn it a little.
No.
Break one of the horns. Break one of the
Yeah.
horns.
I think
Draw
break
sun on it.
break a horn off. Damage the beak of the owl. Tear the feathers. Things like that. Make it look tattered.
That reminds me, brother. I forget. Did we do the last rites for all these people yet?
I mean, I just assume we're
doing some of that, though I don't have ceremony prepared, but assume that there's a lot of
We could probably
burials.
we should probably prepare it for tomorrow and do it properly.
That's a lot of that, but I am happy to do it.
Um,
And we should.
so Asa, um, you're sort of setting this up as a bunch of the people are coming back from the mines and back to their homes, and so they sort of watch you at a distance, set this up, and you set the spear down, you set this up, and you break a horn off, and there are a few shocked gasps from the audience, that has come to watch you, and you hear some murmuring and a shout from the back. What in the God's name do you think you're doing?
By making a statement.
Don't you think enough of a statement has been made? Look at the shape of this town. You're gonna bring the direct wrath of the Frost Maiden down on us? Is that your goal? Is that your aim? Haven't you done enough?
We bared the brunt of the Frost Maiden's wrath tonight, and this is a symbol of our victory.
And will you be here the next time they come back?
That we hope there is no next time. That is our aim. But if there is one, we'll be here.
You just hear continued murmuring, like there's, old men. Oh, it's a bad omen. And she says, and you hear like a little child say, "Oh, I think it's pretty." And the mother says, "Hush, the cold crone will come after you." And all of them sort of watch as you walk away. None in particular seem to be daring enough to try and do anything about your display. And yeah, so there you now you've had your long rest. You wake up. It's probably around. I'd say it's around midday. And the aurora has since ceased. What would you all like to do?
Today is a day of weal, my friends. A great victory, and sadly not the last, or perhaps it is good that it will not be the last. But regardless, the stars foretell weal on our journey.
Right. What does that mean again? That's your new.
That's my cosmic omen. So, like 3 times, I basically get to be like reaction. Oh, your attack roll. Here, have a 1d6.
You get a
Or your
d6,
saving
right?
throw.
Yeah.
Here, have a 1d6.
Right.
Roll it right now. Save
Okay.
yourself from your bad roll.
Right. That's a reaction, right?
It's a reaction. Yep.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna have to get used to all your new abilities and stuff too. So.
Just wait.
Okay. I think I have a good idea. If you want Hanu, overnight, I'll give you a choice of how you want to try to tackle this. You presumably have smithing tools, right?
I do have smithing tools, and even if I don't, I can conjure them on
You
this
can conjure them. Okay. So I'll give you a choice. You can try to directly, effectively carve the symbol off of the scythe, or you can attempt to try to learn a little more about the makings and see if there is anything else that can be done. Both will require checks, but different checks.
different checks.
So if you're going to try to carve it off, we'll do it like a sort of a skill check sort of thing. You'll have to get a certain number of successes before a certain number of failures. So if you want to try going the carving method, you can use your smith tools to get like proficiency with it, and I'll have you roll. I will have you roll Arcana, I suppose.
And I'm guessing that even if I say do the second, I can't pivot back to the first after trying to figure out what's going on.
No, you have to choose one before you do it.
I have to choose one before I
Choose
do
one or the other, and then the second one will be a series of history or religion checks, just depending on which one you'd rather do.
Are we able to help him out with this in any way?
that.
Depends on which one he's doing. I'd say with the carving one, the carving one, I would say, I don't know, who would be able to help him with that one? Who would be better
I was
suited to
gonna
try to
help him
deal with?
magically.
As far as, like, what do you mean by
I'm
carving?
just trying to think. Well, like literally carving the symbol of the Frost Maiden out of there and doing it sort of in some way delicately. Like, how would you help?
I would cast enhance ability and make him better at the things he's already good at.
Well, if we knew we were going to do this, I actually could have a proficiency to help here. Through my trance, I could have like wood carver's tools. Would that sort of thing you think help, or smith's tools?
I mean smith's tools, yeah, but yeah, I mean I'd say if you like you can like change your proficiency, is it?
Yeah, every time I take a long rest, I can change a proficiency. I can get a proficiency in a weapon or a tool.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wave was asserting this would happen overnight, so presumably.
Oh.
I mean, we can make it so that it happens like, you know, we can fudge it a little. I'm not that worried about it.
I was gonna say if we would need more resources to help him, I think as a party we would choose to take the time to do it properly rather than rush it in one night.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's not about rushing it in one night, but it's just like,
Mhm.
I mean, if you guys are going to do it, you want to do it properly. Like, then yeah, we can find ways that it makes sense to help.
My gut reaction with you saying it would be multiple checks is I figured it would be a multiple night thing anyway, because I just can't sit. It's either that or doing it all in one shot would literally be sitting here for like a whole day or something, right? Or longer.
I mean, that wasn't initially my intent because, like, I'd rather. I mean, I'd
You'd
rather
rather
not
get it
have
over
it.
with.
You'd rather us move along.
I would
Yeah,
say
no.
I'd rather not have it sit over multiple sessions, right? Like that just
Right,
ends up
yeah.
being.
Yeah, that's
So,
fine.
but if you want to do it that way, I'll put it this way. I'll leave it. I'll leave it another choice to you guys. If you want to slow it down, the DC will be lower.
I was just assuming that it was going to be longer. Just saying. I'm not saying that I wanted
I will.
to be
I will
slow.
give you that. If you want to try to do, I'll say that if you do it over the course of 3 long rests, the DC will be lower.
It was
if you do-
religion or what, by the way? For
Religion or history.
Or history. Well,
I mean, I'm just going to
given the-
assert that I don't want to necessarily spend 3 long rests with something that lets Oral potentially divination us at any time.
Right.
You know.
that's
But at the
fair.
same time, also like if we're gonna do it once, we should do it right because messing this up could be catastrophic.
Well,
I think messing it up will be breaking leave the weapon
item.
behind. So let's just do it now, but we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it in
Like
the morning.
my question was like, can we assist magically with like Oris's new powers, enhance ability, guidance, those sorts of things.
I'm still have half in the back of my mind that there's going to be like a curse or something on it. Or
Well, don't worry about the curse.
Let's
answer
not
the
worry
question
about
that was
that.
just
Let's-
asked first.
well, I figured.
What
I
kind
figured that
of
it plays
assistance can we
into it.
give? Can we give
Yeah.
guidance? Can we give cosmic omen? Can we give enhance ability?
I mean, I think.
I'm inclined for what it means just to get the first answer out of the way. I'm inclined to just try to carve it out because to be blunt, it's my better skill check.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say I think you can. There's no reason why I think you wouldn't be able to use your abilities to help him out.
And I use enhance ability intelligence on him.
Asad's going to explicitly have the help action because she has proficiency now,
All right.
So
so you'll have advantage.
so
Okay, I have
you're gonna
advantage.
you're gonna go for, let's do
What does enhance ability?
5
It's
successes.
advantage. Oh, if you're already
I'm already giving advantage.
Yeah, then I can't contribute then.
But I'll guidance him, so a D4
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
fine.
Let's say 6 successes before 3 failures.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
This is going to be a very delicate process, right? And the DC is going to be.
How do I? It's shift click to roll with advantage, right?
Yep.
DC is going to be. I'm just trying to find a good approximation for this.
Do I want it now?
I'm gonna note, Hanu, just for something you need to remember right now. You have
Yeah.
tool expertise now.
Right. I need to go remember what that
Doubles
is.
your-
So if you're using your
it
Smith's
doubles,
tools for
yes,
this,
it doubles the proficiency bonus. You're right.
yes.
Okay.
It's very
Six-
important.
DC
I
is
did remember
DC is 16.
with a little prodding. Okay.
So
Okay.
what ability score are you using here?
Intelligence, right?
Int slash Arcana.
Okay. Then yeah,
You're using your Smith's tools for this, right?
you have plus 10 to your roll then, I imagine, right?
I have +7 proficient. The doubled proficiency is +10. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 successes before 3 failures. Okay.
Plus guidance, plus if you really roll bad, we do have cosmic omen.
Right. So
All
let's get these rolls going here.
All right, let's
Hang
see
on.
it.
I'm trying to figure out. Hang on. I want to see if I can do. No, you know what? I'm just gonna mentally add 3 to the roll instead of trying to mess with it.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, just roll it and we'll.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
That does
That's
it.
an 18. That's an
That's an
18.
Yeah.
plus 3. Okay, so that's 1 success.
I don't know why we're rolling
Alright.
in saves, but it's fine.
It's
Because
because
I
it's
clicked the wrong
Sumesh.
thing. I clicked the wrong thing.
That's a
Fine.
success.
That's another success. That's 2.
22.
Mhm.
He didn't even
Got
need our
it.
help.
That's 3.
Yep.
No,
He
he's
didn't
rolling
even
very
need our
well.
help.
He's a skilled smith.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
He,
Alright.
he did need help.
He
that
did need
time.
your help. That's 4.
No, I got a natural 20.
No, but you to
The
get
have
advantage.
advantage.
The advantage.
Oh,
have
right. Yeah, the
advantage.
advantage. Right. I almost rolled athletics.
16.
That's still 16. That's still 16.
Yeah,
16.
that's 5.
I almost rolled an int saving it.
Another nat
that's
20.
Natural 20.
All right. So yeah, Hanu, your
That's
skills
enough.
are
Yeah, I can count.
unmatched. Like honestly,
Yep.
he really didn't need your help. He would have failed like twice.
Once.
He would have failed twice. I mean,
Yeah,
roll
twice,
one,
yeah.
roll
One more
one
just
more
to see.
here.
Roll one more just to see.
One roll
Yeah.
more just to see.
See?
Succeeded.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
What
he
the
didn't need any help.
No, he really didn't even need any help. All right. So yeah, no, it just speaks to his skills. Generally speaking. So you
Jeez,
are
Hannah.
It is.
you are very, very delicately, because this is a material you've never worked with before, and even while you work on it, you still can't be 100% sure as to what this is. Your best bet is that it is some sort of magical, sort of hardened ice. It sort of like, much like ice that you have. Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah, that's great, Monty. Thank you. Much like, if you were to pick up a piece of ice and you get like sort of, steam that's sublimating off of it, that's what you sort of get from this, especially off of the blade itself. And so you're working with the hilt very, very closely. And as you sort of chip away, you can feel the magic almost escaping as you do it. Sometimes having to stop partway through when there's almost like a surge, because if you were to hit it at the wrong time in the wrong place, it could crack the delicate seeming hilt. But with the support of your friends and your years of knowledge out in the field, you are able to remove the symbol of the Frost Maiden from the side.
So you got by with a little help
Nice.
from
I
your friend.
wish I could think of one thing about trying to remember a symbol for Dugan's Hole to put in its place.
Good one.
But I
Fucking-
don't remember. But I don't remember. I don't have a symbol in mind for
Hanu,
it. if
holy,
there is one.
yes, there is, and
Okay.
fucking inspiration for that. I love it.
Hell yeah,
I
dude.
absolutely love that. That is amazing. The symbol for Dugan's Hole. 1 second, I have to find it. But there absolutely is one.
It's the rocks, presumably.
It's the rocks.
It is not. I don't
Oh,
believe
wow,
it is.
okay.
1 second. Dugan's Hole. The symbol is. The symbol is. It is. Well, actually, it is. There is a. It is. Here, I'll show you. I'll link it one second. Here is the symbol of Dugan's Hole. I will link it in the Frosty Friends chat. Did that not work? That didn't.
I'll admit that I'm going off the 320s for it. Else, maybe I'd figured that if it was a tighter thing that I couldn't get fancy.
Oh, cool.
That
I guess
is the.
technically, if we're rebranding it, we should rename it too, right?
That's actually, I love that coat of arms, 100%.
So you delicately carve that coat of arms into the hilt.
Yeah, let's go with it.
All right.
How are we gonna name it?
What
It's a
are we
magic
gonna
weapon.
name
It's
it?
got to have a
I
name.
can't. My inspiration stops at
Oh, call it the Last Sun.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're renaming the
Alright.
sickle to the Last Sun.
The last one.
The Last Sun. All right, then I will.
Although, do you mean Asmo? Did you mean sun or sun?
It's up to you. I think the
Both read well.
change. I think the change of the sun works really well. But if you wanted to have it be the last SON, that would also work.
What do you want it to be?
My first gut was the SON, to be honest.
All right.
Go for it.
The Last Sun. There it is. Beautiful.
All right.
Okay.
And Orius has a sick ass sickle.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, you present it to Horus at the start of the day. Horus, what do you do?
I think Horus sees what Hanu has carved, like put into the hilt, and pauses and says, "Are you sure that I should have this?"
Yes. Absolutely.
Then you do me a great honor. I shall carry it and the memory of Dugan's Hole with me wherever I go.
Guys, this is a
I'm
really
just gonna
emotional
nod.
moment.
I know.
It's just like a solemn nod still, because he's still.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Keep in mind, I want to just make sure you know there was a little bit of a change I made to the weapon because it's sort of the base is an existing magic weapon, but I changed some things so you don't actually get extra damage to your spells for it. Okay? Just keep that in mind.
So, sorry.
I
So
know
I'm,
Horus
I'm
doesn't
re-
need it.
is the description on the item accurate?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because that's I'm going purely based off of the description
Okay.
in this game.
Yeah, the description on the thing, like on the Last Sun, the picture there, that is accurate.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I'm revising the hilt displays part because it doesn't display that anymore.
Sure, we can
yeah.
I will revise that right now. Displays the coat of arms of Dugan's Hole.
And I can't wait to see Horus do melee attacks. That'll be really fun. To be fair, this will look sick in the starlight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what would you guys like to do now?
Pass.
Ceremony?
Oh, I mean, okay. So here's the thing: A ceremony costs 25 GP of powdered silver. Maybe we could find it. B ceremony is 1 corpse.
Oh. Okay.
So
Never mind then.
We're not
Is
gonna
there
do
one
ceremony.
specific corpse that we should do, I guess? Is there... We
No.
saved everybody who's a big deal, though, I guess.
Yeah, we saved name NPCs, the ones with skills, so we give everybody a proper burial over the course of an
we
hour.
do our last
It's
rites.
more of a
What about the
symbolic thing.
What about the animals and frost druids?
Same, honestly.
Where?
Bury them.
No, the animals are getting butchered.
Oh yeah, that's true. They are getting butchered.
Yes, that is almost certainly true. What
Something that I should have thought about with a couple of the bodies. Did any of them have a non-enchant. I guess if there's an enchanted ring, it would have came up. Did any of them have rings? Probably not because they're druids. Now that I'm thinking
So I
about
say
it,
that again.
Probably
Did any
have
of the
a
non-enchanted
ring.
ring.
Yeah, well, I need an unenchanted ring.
Yeah, we probably have some like mundane jewelry
True.
among us
Yeah,
somewhere.
you're just looking for
that's
like
also fair.
like a mundane ring?
A
some
mundane
sort?
ring. Yep.
We
Yeah,
could just
I mean,
buy one from somebody in
I
town.
was gonna say you
We
can
could.
definitely get one. You could procure one from
Yeah.
one of the townsfolk if you need.
And I will if there isn't one
Yeah,
here.
I'd say you.
But
I'd say you can get one for a gold, like a plain silver band.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be really cheap.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, okay. So just if there isn't one on a thing, then I'll be picking one up because I need one to actually make the spell refueling ring. Now that I'm actually making something that I haven't had on me coming into the game,
Yeah.
I need to think about actually having it.
Making them, yeah.
Making. All right, so presumably I would have done that over no, it doesn't matter whether I did it because we're probably going to get another long rest before we fight again. I hope.
What's the plan?
If we have the ability, we should
Where-
check in at Lonelywood.
Yeah.
We do.
Checking on the other towns is probably our first priority right now.
Step 1. I send to Nimsy.
Okay.
How fares the town? Is everything okay? Yeah, doesn't need to be a long message.
No, that's fine.
Where did we send Avarice to again? I forget.
It cares.
Okay.
Fair towns. Should say. Well, it was a little crowded in our place overnight, but all was quiet.
So we did
Wow,
our jobs there.
I would love to know what that meant. I mean, we didn't send anybody up there, right?
No, but everybody stayed with Nimsy.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Cool. Okay, let's see. We're gonna pass by
Avarice
basically
already
everywhere.
contacted us, so we don't
So
have to do that.
we're gonna pass by everywhere except for Bremen and Captain Arlagath. So I'm gonna start with just pinging Imdra as well. Just how went the night? Did everything go well?
You told us to be well prepared, so we were very well set up, but nothing appeared. Should we be concerned?
I don't care about Bremen. I'm gonna message her again.
Okay.
And just say, no, the attacks fell elsewhere, but we're defended. Glad you were prepared, and may need it again, but not for some time. So.
As always, let us know if there's anything you need from us. We're always in your debt.
Nice.
Okay.
Where to?
Where to indeed?
Guess we want to ride by Targos.
Okay.
Your favorite spot?
No, we'll just
Oh,
see
yeah.
if it's been owned. If it's owned, we can offer support. If it has not been owned, then we can continue under Bridge.
One small corollary that I thought about is this is the best possible chance we're ever going to have to go back to the tomb.
Well, we would have to conjure the moonlight ourselves, but we could go back.
No, it's gonna be the full moon soon, right, Wave?
15
No.
days. It's new moon right now.
There's no moon right now.
Other end of the
Oh,
cycle.
okay, never mind then. I thought it was like right before the full moon.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Then yeah,
You guys still could go,
no.
but
Do we know about the conversation you had with Avarice?
I mean, I told you that she said everything went fine.
Okay.
I didn't say
Yes.
much else.
Okay. Well, no, just I'm more thinking, you know. She said
Asad doesn't find it necessary.
The debt.
Yeah. Asad leaves that part out.
Okay.
There's
sounds
no
like a very
need.
Assad thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if
you're heading-
if that isn't on hand, whose mind, then we're heading to Targos.
Okay.
Yep.
So off to Targos you guys go.
Yep.
It'll take a few hours. Trying to just double check. Yeah, that's gonna take you again. It'll be the better part of the afternoon. You'll get there by evening. And are you going to be going into the town?
No, I think we can. We check to see if it's burning or if the walls have been breached or anything. And if it looks like Targos, we should just go to Rime Chapter.
It looks like
Um,
Targos. There don't.
If
There's just
we're
not.
if we're if we're within a mile of the town, I'm gonna cast a clairvoyance into like where the speaker lives.
Okay. Okay. What would you? Yeah. Sure.
I mean, assuming that doesn't get busted or anything. I
Nope,
mean, whatever problems you guys had with Targos.
Yeah. Okay.
was
So you
there,
cast
right?
now. Hold on. Now it's when. Okay. Hold on. How does clairvoyance work? Can you just do that if it's a place you've been before? You can just do that.
Yep. Yep.
Even if it's a place you haven't been, if you just know,
It's someone
like,
can uniquely specify, basically.
Like, and you've been like you
Yeah,
know
we've
where
been
his
there.
room is in the
Yeah.
end. You've been
Yeah,
there.
I know where.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been in his room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you have not been in his room.
Yeah, we have.
No, we
We
haven't.
opened that
No, you have
door. I
not.
could have sworn.
You have not been in his room.
somebody. Well, you didn't been in the room, but somebody you knocked on the door one time when he was sleeping, and we heard the
Yes.
hissing.
Yes.
Uh,
You were not
Yeah,
in
yeah.
his room. As such, now you get a clairvoyance as to what is in his room. And
Yeah, we do.
what you get is Nerf, and he is sitting at his desk in his room writing some sort of missive.
Okay.
And in a cage next to his bed are something you've never really seen before. It looks to be some sort of strange hovering like feathered snake. There's two of them, in fact. And
Do I have any idea what those are?
I mean, you can see them. I don't know that you'd necessarily know specifically beyond that what they are, but you can see there are strange flying feathered snakes sort of moving around inside that cage.
When you say cage, how big is this cage?
It's like I don't know, like a decent sized bird cage.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if you've ever seen, like, not like the rounded like Tweety bird cage, but like a real bird cage for like my wife used to have a cockatoo. It's pretty big. Like,
But the point being here, not like the size of a prison cell.
Size. Yeah.
no, not the size of a prison cell. Definitely could not hold a person.
Cool.
Okay. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
I was really wondering where you were going with that.
Yeah.
I can't lie.
But yeah, that is what you see in his room.
I'm gonna try and read what he's writing.
Sunaj, metagaming. If it were that big, this could be two different creatures, and if it were that big, it would be very specific and very scary.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we're in a whole different ball game if that's what we think it is.
Okay. You're gonna try to read what he's writing.
Yeah.
I will say that the sensor is a little
It's
bit
too far, then that's fine.
too far from the desk specifically to see what it is.
Okay, that's fine. What are the like flying snake things doing?
Just honestly, just kind of hovering, flying around in the cage. They're not doing anything specific.
Do they look like they're trying to get out, like they're caged unwillingly?
If you had to hazard a guess, you would assume they're more like pets.
Okay.
They don't seem uncomfortable.
Okay.
You know what? You can also roll animal handling.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay.
Very average.
Yeah, with that roll, like again, you would assume that they're not in any particular discomfort. You would assume that he owns these things in some form or another. That's what you get just from their demeanor.
Okay. I'm gonna switch the sensor to listening.
And immediately upon doing that, you are no longer able to see, but you can hear Nerith just sort of muttering to himself and a familiar hissing sound. He's just kind of like obviously engrossed in writing his letter. Says, "Yeah, I just know what happened to him. Oh, there's too much to do and all this." He doesn't seem to be saying anything of any importance.
Sure. Okay. What is his overall demeanor seem like?
He just seems particularly engrossed in whatever it is he's doing. He's writing.
Sure.
He doesn't seem like angry, but like someone who's determinedly at work.
Okay. He's not like exasperated, like something bad happened or anything like that.
Doesn't seem like it. No.
Okay. Sure. Okay. I think we got what we need out of it, but I'm gonna so long as we're still in range and or in the duration, I'm just gonna keep an eye on like if anyone interesting walks in. But presumably, if we're just gonna pass by the town, that'll pass pretty soon. Like it's not like I'm gonna I'm not gonna wait here explicitly to keep watching.
Keep watching him, right?
So long as we're still in range, I am going to keep it active.
Okay.
I mean, it lasts 10 minutes, right? So I'm sure it's pretty easy for us to stay in range.
Yeah.
You don't get anything else specific at this point.
Okay. Well, Nerith seems like he's not too bothered, so I guess nothing crazy happened here. He does have these weird snake pet things, though.
Sounds familiar. Wonder if he can make them invisible somehow, because we've heard the hissing.
Interesting. Cool.
Was I around to hear the hissing?
No.
No, I don't think so.
We hadn't joined the party yet, I think.
No, because the last one we heard was right after the speakers council. And notably, it managed to outrace us on our pack animals, which is pretty impressive. So those things must move if that's what it is. So
Yeah, they
who
fast.
knows? Yeah,
They zoom in.
hard to say, but an interesting coincidence if nothing else.
I like that they zoom in.
So we go to Bryn Shander then.
Yep.
Yeah, we roll around and travel a couple hours at night to get to Bryn Shander, and I think probably rest at. Well, we can't do the Northlook, so we have to do Gelden Stag's Rest. It's important. So.
Okay. So you guys head over to Gelden Stag's Rest. And meet up with good old Myrtle. And she says, "Oh, it's been some time since you've been here. Your rooms are free if you need."
Well, thanks, Myrtle. We'll introduce you to our new friends here. This is Kaj, and this is Hanu.
Oh,
And,
pleasure. She just kind of looks at Kaj, like very like bewildered, like, "Oh, pleasure to meet you."
Hope so.
He's not here yet, right? No. Okay.
He introduces himself very happily because that's what Kosh does. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, of course. It's the most on-brand thing for him. I use my message for sending to let Veldora know that we are in Rime Chapter, and perhaps we should correspond further.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you do, and she just says, "If you can meet me in my usual location."
If we do go meet Beldora tonight, or actually whenever we go meet Beldora, I probably will round out and go chat, go just like, I don't know, converge with Scramsax at some point because he's useful. I don't know. When did you want to do that? Dude.
I mean, our usual time to do it would be kind of like right as everyone else is kind of hopping off to bed. So we would probably just go off on with the two of us.
Right now sounds good, so we'll just pop off and
Yeah.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's the plan here?
We'll just
I think
go
it's
and
just yeah.
yeah, we'll just go and meet Beldora, and then if the Northlook is still open, I'll drop in and scram sacks and
Dr. Scramsack, sure. Okay. Yeah, so Beldora's hanging out outside the Northlook and her
Yep.
usual sort of spot, and she kind of pulls down her cloak and ushers you into an alley and says, Bryn Shander was quiet. Any news?
Well, wasn't quiet everywhere, but Raviston is dead.
Oh, you were successful then. Also, hey, Fivo. Hey,
Yes. For the time being, yes.
Things have been relatively quiet on my end as well. I have not heard anything new in regards to our black market friends or those looking for power.
It seems they, I believe I mentioned this before, but it seems like they had an agreement with the Druids.
What sort of agreement?
They were attacking boats from some of the other towns, and interestingly spared those from Targos.
Hmm.
I suspect that if we've cut off this relationship, they may make a move soon.
Oh, that's entirely possible, but I don't see them able to make any moves on Bryn Shander anytime soon, so... But I will, as always, keep my ears open in case there's anything. I would assume that the plan would have been to allow Targos to grow stronger while the rest of the towns continue to weaken, but...
That seems like the intent, yes.
However, I wouldn't be surprised if these plans start to blow up in their faces as things are not getting better here. Despite the thwarting of the attack, I worry what the next weeks bring.
Any word from Marta?
Nothing.
Why didn't you tell me that she was out here as well? Would have been useful for us to have her as a liaison before we headed that way.
You well know how the spy networks work. We are not specifically given names or ranks of any of our members for fear of any of us getting caught and being forced to divulge information. I knew there was a link in Rebel's End somewhere. I did not know who or how. In fact, it's best that I almost shield that knowledge from my own mind, because I would not want any other of our agents getting compromised.
Fair enough. As it so happens, I could assist with that.
What do you mean?
I don't know if now Suggestion can't do this, so never mind. Forget I said that. No, that doesn't work.
You're trying like a wiper, fucking neuralizer.
Yeah.
Is there anything else specific that you need?
Not for the moment. Targos hasn't moved yet. We stopped by. Let's just say I took a peek on Nerith, and he seems to be engrossed in other things. But we should keep an eye out, like I said. If their druid benefactors are no more, they probably won't sit still for very long.
Where are you off to now?
Well, eventually we're off to Sunblight Fortress, but here
Where's that?
it's the realm of the Durgar. We have a score to settle.
You're going to storm a fortress?
We'll find a way. We have so far, haven't we?
Well, if it's you, I have no doubt, but please do be careful.
When have we not been? Don't you know I'm the careful one? My brother you have to worry about.
Oh,
Careful.
speaking of which, there have been rumblings about your brother.
That's what I've heard.
Can't imagine what those would be. Looks in a different direction.
I'll just be extra careful. I think there's
Someday
someone
when we
looking
have
for
more
you.
time, brother, you're gonna tell me this story.
What story?
Okay. Anything else?
I think we're good.
Okay. You guys gonna want to go talk to Scram Sacks now?
Yep. And I
Okay.
basically do the like,
So here's how it went down.
you know,
Okay.
and tell them essentially like defeated the head of the Frost Druids, and we're not done, but things are much better, and that's like the general vibe.
Okay. And Scram Sacks just sort of like, you louts hear that?
The people there at 2 a.m.
This group is making all of our towns safe for the rest of you. Don't ever doubt what these brave men and women do for you. And there's like some people are just kind of like, just like off on the side, like they're not paying much attention. He's like, thank you for the story. I'm sure that will be very good gossip for weeks to come.
Well, you just keep an eye out, and I feel like this is only a fair trade considering. You know, you'll hear more from the militia when they get back from Tourmaline, I'm sure. But they didn't see too much being at the mines. Maybe they'll see what was left over from the battle.
Well, I look forward to hearing it.
God, can you imagine coming out of those mines? Actually, now that I think about it, like you're the militia, you're like, I'm exhausted. I just marched here from Bryn Chandler in the freezing cold. Come back, bloodbath, just giant animal corpses fucking everywhere.
I mean, they did their job. They protected the townsfolk, so
Oh,
it's not like they weren't, you know.
It's more like you have a quietish night doing guard duty, and then you come out and you see a fucking battleground like
Yeah.
that you weren't even aware of. It just seems intense.
Anything else anyone would like to do? Anyone wants to do in Bryn Chandler?
Nope.
Don't think I do.
So, what is the plan?
Sleeps, and then I guess down through Goodmead and to Dugan's Hole, or
I
the-
We're
guess
going to, while we're in Brinchander, we should procure mountain climbing gear.
Oh yeah, actually.
Kaj is also interested in any scrolls that he can use to copy spells into his warlock book.
Look
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to get those in Bryn Chandler without too much issue.
Yeah, I don't think he's been at Bryn Chandler before.
No, that's true. You wouldn't have, but someone. I mean, one of your group members would be able to sort of escort you to a shop and be able to procure some of those. I'm not really sure how much those would cost you. How many are you looking for?
I guess I'm looking for a few in particular. I have to see.
I have one in particular that I'm looking for a scroll of that we made. I can't learn it off of it, but would like to have available for probably what we're gonna do.
So what is it you're trying to do?
Scroll of Spider Climb.
Okay. Who has spider climb?
Sorcerer, Wizard, Warlock.
No, but like, don't you have to be able to copy this from somewhere?
No, that's what I'm asking. Is there somewhere that we could buy it from? Because if not, then never mind.
To buy a scroll of spider climb, probably not.
Okay, fine.
Probably not. Not in 10 towns, most likely. Like they don't deal in like.
That's the thing. That's what Fivo was asking then. It's like,
Yeah, because he's asking.
He meant like scrolls where you could like
spells.
copy. So I didn't realize he meant like specific spells that he could copy into his book. No, that would
Well,
be.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not really. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
You have like there are a few scrolls you have been kind of gifted over over time, but like there's not really a place where you can buy them with any ease.
Okay.
Unfortunate. I'll
Uh,
scratch that one.
What's up?
how do you make a scroll? Because I think it's on my spell list.
Well, you have to know the spell.
So like the way you make a
Yeah.
scroll is you
No.
have to.
Yeah. Hang on. No.
So basically,
I know spells. I just choose what
Yeah.
I prepare. The only spells
basically,
that I
Fido
have.
has a
Oh, yeah.
warlock feature that basically kind of makes him a partial wizard, and that he can copy things into
Okay.
his book.
Yes. So what you could do then is you could copy one of your spells down, Hanu,
Yeah. Basically. Yeah.
and then 5-0
basically is what I'm
and
wondering.
then 5-0 can do that. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because Yangles probably is thinking it. Creating scrolls in 3E was a hard feat to have.
Well, also the other thing was that they were specifically arcane or divine, so that
Fine, yeah.
you couldn't create scrolls for a different class
Yeah.
because the
So-
scrolls were class specific,
So
which
outside
I
of
guess is not a thing
cantrips,
until.
yeah. So outside of cantrips, I know my whole spell list. So I'd assume one day I just need to prepare it and copy it and spend the time and money too.
Yeah. It would take a while. So like I had like the as per the DMG.
Yeah, and that is hanging out in place for a while to do.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
definitely something you guys can do. It's just it'll take you some time for sure.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours and 50 gold for the rare inks per level of the spell to inscribe it in his book.
Not that bad.
Well, that's to inscribe it in his book. To create a scroll is a whole other thing. It's to
'Cause he
make a
has to
scroll
copy it,
is
right?
yeah. To copy a scroll, it's like it takes a full day and 15 gold pieces for a cantrip, 25 for first level spell, 3 days and 250 gold for a second level spell, and it keeps going up from there.
It's not clear that he needs a spell scroll for it, particularly. Like, the only thing it says in the feature, you can add other ritual spells to your book of shadows when you find such a spell. You can add it to the book if the spell's levels, blah blah blah. So what constitutes finding the spells? Is it a spell scroll? Is it in a wizard spell book? Is it a friend that just happens to know it?
I would presume that the process for any non-wizard is still like the equivalent of creating a scroll.
Yeah, that's what I would assume here.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
there's
there's-
nothing like written down. They're like Henry does not have anything written down as to how to use his spell. So presumably he has to scribe something down in order to teach it to Kaj.
Yeah. So we would have to presume that we can sit in a place for 3 days.
Not
Maybe still not
3 days. It would be
practical.
for a cantrip or a first level spell. It looks like it would take just about a day.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
but he's looking for spider climb, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I was specifically thinking of stuff like Beast says, or Phantom Steed, or Leland's Tiny Hut,
Oh.
and the
Some of
last
those are
two of
first
them are
level
like
spells.
third level.
Well, the other
so-
thing is if they're third level, I don't think Hanu has like.
I
has
don't have
those
third
yet.
level spells.
So
Hanu's
yeah.
a half caster. He won't have third levels until level 9.
Yeah.
That's a long
We'll
way
keep
away.
our eyes peeled in the Durgar Fortress for
Yes.
a scroll of Liamon's
I mean,
Tiny Hut.
also we have a couple evil wizards that we could perhaps attempt to pawn
That is
spell
true.
off of at some
That is
point.
true.
true.
You do know some wizards. So
We
that is
have
something
some
to
wizards.
consider as well.
We have been interacting with.
We had
So-
the fucking spell book before he met Kaj. I'm just sitting here thinking
Yeah.
about it like we held it in our hands.
You
I
did
mean-
actually, yes. You did have that spell book, and you gave it
Some
back
of us
to...
were more keen to give it away than others.
Mhm.
Okay, no one was keen to give it away. We just
Yeah, that's fair. Nobody was keen to give it away.
we
But
just
anyway,
had to.
if there's a specific spell you want to learn, and any one of the party members has it, it just takes a little bit of time. If they don't, and you want to try to get it somewhere else, you have to be able to kind of stumble across it. You're not going to be able to just procure these sorts of scrolls from town, no. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So anything else?
Any mundane items that we're looking for? I mean, we're looking for climbing gear,
Oh,
obviously.
you wanted to look
Oh.
for mountain climbing gear.
The
Okay.
climbing gear.
So you guys already have the crampons, right? Like that ice shit. As far as the rest of sort of the mountain climbing gear, you already have sort of
Can
cold weather
I-
gear at this point. It would pretty much just be like ropes and stuff, and I think you guys already have. Like, I'm not really sure what else would constitute mountain climbing gear at this point.
A lot of
Pythons.
extra rope,
pythons.
pythons. You
like
know,
hammers to like put the pythons
Yeah,
in.
I mean,
harnesses, things like
you
that.
can. I would say you can. Like the best place to get that obviously is going to be Caerconic, but I would say that it shouldn't be too hard to get some around here if you're looking in the right place. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna force you guys to go travel all the way to Caerconic just to get it. So if you want to pick some up in Britain Shander, that's fine.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do that.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll say 10 gold each.
Sure.
Okie
So
dokie.
I won't
keep track
lie,
of that
I have
stuff.
no idea how much money that I have or don't
Yeah, you
have.
got remember. Well, so remember we just did this, right?
Yep.
We had the community chest or whatever it was. What is it
Yes.
now? What did we say? How much it is?
1300.
1300. So minus 61 at this point because I think Henu also bought a
Oh yeah,
silver ring.
I got a ring.
How
Yeah.
about we trade you this shiny glass eye for all these sets of climbing gear for us?
That
'Cause I
actually
don't
does.
need that anymore to cast clairvoyance.
um,
Do we have a couple gems or crystals?
I have a shiny glass eye.
what kind of gems or crystals?
Excuse me.
I need a gem or a crystal worth at least 100 gold.
Oh, for Yeah. Let's
homunculus serving.
yeah. Well, the
It's
glass
not
eye is worth.
pressing.
No, the
It's not
glass eye
pressing.
is worth 100 gold. So we just find someone who will swap it for a gem or
Or
crystal.
gemstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you roll for this.
Well, wait.
I'm gonna make you roll. Hold on. I'm gonna make you roll. Let's see if you can persuade someone. Let's see if you can persuade one of the shopkeepers to trade you this glass eye that you procured for a gemstone worth 100 gold.
Can I try
Are you-
something else?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little wave of my hand and say, you will make this trade with us.
Okay. And what's that suggestion?
Yes.
What's the DC?
DC 15. DC 15 Wisdom save.
DC 15 Wisdom save. All right, so this will just be a straight up D20.
I'm just remembering when Scram Sacks was like, "These people are so good at always doing the right thing."
You guys don't know I'm doing this. You guys
I
have no
don't.
idea.
I'm.
You
You're
didn't
right.
ask for this.
All right, you are able to make that trade.
Awesome.
Okay. There, you got a gem now. You got a gem now.
All right.
All right.
And at some point, I might make a friend instead of the goggles.
Okay. Anything else?
Is there anything else?
Oh, you guys tell me.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're good.
Off to Goodmead then.
Off to Goodmead.
Okay. Are you stopping in at Goodmead and doing anything?
Checking in on Shandar and
Shandar and the
the
boys.
folk. Yeah, like
Yeah.
stopping into the meat hall, checking in Shandar and the boys.
Mhm.
Just make sure everything's good, and then
Yep.
heading down.
Yep. This will take this travel will take a few hours because you're gonna kind of go around following the east way. You stop in the mead hall. Everyone's, as they usually are, a lot less mead than usual, unfortunately. But people seem pretty, not jovial per se. It's kind of really hard to find anyone who's particularly jovial in these days. But people seem relatively relaxed. You would gather that Goodmead saw no action last night.
Alright. Well, that's a good
Awesome.
sign.
Also, I will remember that's like, oh, that's right, there's another one of the 10 towns, and spend ascending to contact. Here's the problem. Oh, wait, no, hold on. We have a person for this. I have a person for this, even though it'll take me a while to get to their name.
What are you
Because
talking?
I
Just
want
tell me
to
what you're
talk
talking
to
about.
someone in Bremen, and the person I want to talk to is God damn it. It's
the dwarf that gave you the
the
job.
dwarf that gave us the job, yes.
All right. That man's name is, one second, I will find it. 1 second.
Sketchy motherfucker number 342.
Hold on, I actually can't find it either.
I know,
Um,
right? I would
hold
I,
on.
I would
Here it
love
is, here it is,
to
here it is.
I would love
His
to talk to Dobelgrove, but I don't trust
no,
him.
no, yeah, no. His name is. Oh my God, where is it? 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 His name. Oh my God, I can't find it either now.
Bless.
Oh my God. All right, you fine. You contact him with sending. What is it you?
Fucking cursed you. All right. So, I say, hello. This is Parmux, one of the ogre heads. Did the night of the sacrifice go well? Is Bremen safe? 20 words.
Okay. Oh, Grinsk Barrel Boar.
Grinsk Bear, of course. How could I forget?
Yeah, how are we gonna? How are we to forget that?
Yep. Found it though. And the rough voice of Grinsk said, "Who? How are you talking to me? There are a few wolves, but nothing happened really."
And then he'll never hear from me again, probably.
Who is this? Who is this?
God damn, dude.
Am I going crazy?
Yeah.
Was there something in this pint?
And you think I'm the one spooking people with my mind powers?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that runs in the family a little bit at least.
And yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
I do mention to folks when we're at the meat hall.
Fun fact. I'll give you this one now, but the attack you guys prevented was actually on Bremen. So if you guys had not prevented the attack and ignored Bremen completely, would
No
not
Bremen.
have gone very well.
Towns, am I right?
Bye, Bremen. Yeah.
So the four attacks were supposed to be Bremen, Tourmaline, Caer Konig, and Caer Dineval.
Did you end up saying that at some point? Because at some point
I gave you I gave you the directions.
Directions.
Yeah.
We made inferences which were not entirely accurate.
Not 100% correct. Yes.
But we did good enough.
Yes, you did. You protected the towns. So.
Onward to Sunblight. Woo!
Yep. Is that you guys are gonna head straight there?
Celebratory Sour Patch Kid.
Okay.
So it's. I mean, I think we should pass through. I mean, we're gonna pass through Dugan's Hole, but then yeah, it's straight on down to where the map indicates.
So you're gonna pass by the ruins.
Yes.
Okay.
Man. Just keep running by there.
So you pass. You pass. I mean, the ruins are still the ruins. There is some activity at the stones.
And that's why we pass through the ruins.
Okay. There are cultists there, but no avarice.
Okay.
Anything you want to do or no?
I think we mostly just wave as we pass.
Okay. They sort of
give you until nightfall at this point.
Like confused looks. Yeah, I'd say it's probably it's probably late evening.
All right, we shouldn't stay in the husk of Hanu's village, so we'll just keep going, I guess, and then make camp somewhere.
Okay. So you guys are gonna head down like the river to the south, and then how is it you guys would like to get to the fortress? What's the route you plan on taking here? How about this? Let's go
look at the map.
Yeah, let's go over to the map. Let's go over to the map.
Yep, the map.
On the map. On the map. Where is it? Here it is.
I should totally prepare find traps.
Oh, word? You think?
Just like I can cast the spell and it'll be
That's
like,
fine.
"There's a trap."
Dwarves aren't big on traps.
So if
And
anyone
it'll be
wants
like,
to,
Cool. All right, guys. As we suspected, this room has a trap in it. Okay, Orus, where is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of bad level 2 spells.
How do we feel about red water, cross, go all the way in?
why don't you draw it?
I did.
Oh,
I
okay.
am. and then we do the hard part for as little as possible.
Oh, you're gonna try to climb over the mountain. Okay.
It's
I,
that
I'm
or
suggesting one possible
The other
route.
option is we go around like this side.
yeah, the
If
other.
we're gonna go through the mountain, why not go under it?
There's the straight path with a really difficult jaunt. There's various paths to the left that look a lot easier, and there's a couple to the right where you could go all the way around here, or there looks like there's some sort of thing in here that might be easier.
Yeah, there's a little pass there beneath.
So yeah, here's what I'll say. If you're sticking outside like the mountain routes, that will take the longest, but it is probably going to be the least difficult. The initial Asmo route, which you suggested, the red and then purple, that last jaunt will be quite difficult. If you want to choose the orange route or the blue, thank you, because I was gonna do something of the sort. Orange or blue will take a little bit longer. There will be some minorly challenging sections, but certainly not as difficult as the red and purple.
I'm gonna take a look at my spell book and see how much I think we can manage the purple.
When you say what's the day difference that we're guessing based on the routes here? I mean, obviously, like we can't know how hard the mountain climb will be, but if we were
Right.
just to guess overland, what's the time save we think?
So from Dugan's Hole, let's talk from Dugan's Hole then. So from
let's do
Dugan's
that.
Hole, you would probably be looking at a 3-day journey if you go the entirety all the way around the mountain. It'd be 3 days. Okay. I will say that the orange or blue routes will take around 2. The red and purple, possibly a little over a day, depending on what trials and tribulations you run into, of course, in the mountains.
When you say all the way around, you mean like all the way south and then north.
Yep. Or I mean, all
Okay.
the way south, like either this way, like all the way around this section of mountain, or all the way on the other side, like down here.
Okay. Yeah.
Now the only other thing is maybe if we come from over the mountain, do they expect it? It's entirely possible that they consider that as much an entrance as the other. This isn't a overworld, or this isn't these are Dwargar and dwarves we're talking about. That could just as easily be the main entrance as the other two.
I mean, even if they expect it, given our abilities, like it is easier for us to hide our approach than it is for us to go the hard way.
I can see that.
Like we're better at that than we are traversing the hard way. So
I guess the real question is if a day matters, and I feel like at this point, maybe not.
One thing we must also consider is the weather, and making a making a dangerous climb with terrible weather would be ill advised.
Wise words.
Well, maybe we start with the safe route as the approach, and worst comes to worst, we know perhaps a way to escape.
I'm more. I don't know if I have a preference for either the left or the right path, but I don't think climbing over the mountain is a particularly great idea. Unless you're really confident in your ability to climb.
I wouldn't say that we are. No.
Look over at Oris. Not particularly.
So that kind of leaves
I also want to suggest that I think the blue path is the right path, just because there may be something over the orange. Oh no, never mind. Sorry, the orange also has an actual pass. So either way, then
Where'd the blue path go?
I deleted it because I wanted
Oh.
to make sure that I did in fact carve it without actually going over any mountains, and I think the orange path is the same.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
those are both basically the same. Maybe the blue path would be a little bit longer, but you know.
So yeah,
So what are you guys thinking?
I vote orange.
I vote orange.
Well,
The
I
I'll
blue
just
vote
vote
path,
blue
not
just to
red.
vote against my brother,
the
but I
blue
don't
path
think it's a
goes
big
too
difference.
close to Isengard.
Guard.
I'm definitely just anti-red, so orange or blue.
Yeah.
And most
Okay.
and most people said orange, so
So
Yeah.
orange path.
I'm anti-red. That guy has terrible movie opinions.
Wow.
Owned. He's not even here.
Wow.
All right, so you guys are gonna take the orange path and head down with a short mountain climb closer to the south. Okay. So, you guys head out of Dugan's Hole. It's sort of again later on in the evening at this point. And shortly after you leave, the wind picks up, and so does the snow. You are now officially in blizzard conditions. About, again, an hour south of Dugan's Hole. You also have to make DC 12 con saves every 4 hours. Your visibility is reduced to 30 feet, disadvantage on perception checks and things. So, and your speed is halved.
so we just button down for.
You had to say it, Taj.
We do have a +2 to everyone's con save, as long as they are within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, we'll huddle real close.
That's pretty good.
Paladins.
Kaj is like, group hug.
Snuggle aura.
What's the plan? Is the plan to kind of hunker down for the night, or are you gonna try to brave it for a while?
We should hunker. We're not gonna get
Absolutely
anywhere.
hunker.
Okay. Then survival check to try to find something in the blizzard. Oh,
Frickin' Kaj.
all right. That in blizzard
God.
conditions will get you 1 second. That will get you. Yeah, I mean, you're able to find Kaj. Your nature sense is very, very keen, and you're able to sort of find yourselves, like a very, very shallow, almost like an eroded, like ice cave, near the bank of the Redwater there, and it will completely shelter you from the wind and the cold for the night. So great success on that one. And you pass the night. Anything you guys want to do, like during your rest?
Nope, I think it's time to chug on down as soon as we're up.
Okay.
I make the ring, and I guess we settle out who wants it, but
Yeah, you can do
otherwise
that.
me.
We should just
Oh,
keep
is that
it around.
that's the spell refueling ring?
That's the
Yeah.
spell refueling ring.
I mean,
and
we can
it's-
pass it around is the point. Like, we can figure out who gets it at some point.
Let's start
That's
with
true.
it on Kaj and go from there. Because
Yeah.
so
Well, he
if
already
we-
has a way to recover spells, right?
he does already have a way to. He's got something. He's got the
Yeah.
pearl or something right now.
I've got the
Yeah.
rod. The pearl's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got the rod. Okay, he's got the
Yeah.
rod. He's got a rod. I don't know. So I guess he can still use that to cast 3 big spells potentially. So never mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
I've got 3
look-
third level spell slots now. I don't feel like I absolutely have to have it, but I don't know. Like maybe give it to Gomdune for now, and we'll see.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
We also
I'm
get
I'm
some
okay just
flexibility.
passing it around based on who needs it. But
We also get
yeah.
some flexibility that way because I could use it instead. So
the gut reaction was me or Kaj for now, albeit it's only good for Kaj for this level.
I mean, is it attunement?
It
It
is,
is
but attunement
Yeah.
takes an hour, which is the length of a short rest. So we
Okay.
could
No,
actually.
that's not what I meant. I meant more that you
Yeah.
guys are gonna have to start keeping track of your attunement slots. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
that's
Yes,
we're
I'm,
starting
to
I'm,
get
I'm
loaded
at
down.
2 out of 3 right now.
I don't think I have any.
yeah.
Don't you?
Also,
Oh,
at two
yeah.
and a half.
You have a bunch of stuff that you use, right? That
Yeah,
you,
I have stuff that I use, but the goggles don't actually take up an attunement slot.
Fair.
Do
So,
they not? Huh.
So, weather today.
I don't think so.
Skies are clear. It sort of stormed itself out. There's still a very, very strong wind blowing, but it's not particularly cold. So your DC is only 10 per 4 hours. So, I'm assuming you guys head out.
Indeed.
All right. Then I'm going to make another roll here, and let's try to figure it out.
I actually don't have any attunement slots taken up.
Yeah, neither of us do, I think.
Is the longsword? I guess the longsword
Does
is
the Ring of Warmth count?
Oh,
No,
the Ring of
weapons
Warmth counts. Ring of
Yeah.
Warmth.
The
is
longsword
attunement.
is an attunement.
Yeah, the longsword's attunement as well, isn't it?
No, it's not.
It's
No,
not.
it
Okay.
shouldn't be.
Weapons typically are not.
Never mind. Okay.
Well, if it's just a regular +1 weapon, it's not.
Yeah.
If anything weapon that has like a special ability,
Yeah.
usually is.
Right.
Right,
Okay.
that's what I mean, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So.
Oh boy.
Huh.
It's a new day.
It is a new day. Yeah, you guys have already started to travel. You're heading towards.
Oh, this
you're
is a day of woe.
a day of woe. Interesting. Interesting portent, Horus.
Yeah.
So. Okay. You guys are heading, and again, it's pretty clear. It's obviously dark, but clear, so you can see pretty well ahead of you. And you're sort of coming up. What's the order again? Asad as usual in the front, I assume.
We know that the twins are in the back because big, so that means Horus is in the back too, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Asad, you don't actually have much trouble seeing this, but what you see, you're probably, I'll say you guys have gotten just south of the river, so almost right where the red and orange are connecting. You see what looks like, almost like a small settlement, or a campsite, or something, like, bigger than a campsite. But, like, it's tough to say exactly.
Hmm.
Does it look like a big like a big
Durgar
polar bear drawn
collective.
carriage?
What?
Does it look like a big polar bear drawn carriage?
I mean, it doesn't.
That's a bummer.
He's going to keep heading towards it.
Do I think that this is something reminiscent of the Durgar that I've seen before?
How far out are we from it?
Wait,
Can
they're
we
all
tell
dead
any-
now, aren't they?
Not all.
Well,
All the
Yeah.
Durgar that were sent out are dead, right?
You don't
That
know.
we know of.
Most of them were, right?
You
The ones that
You
went to
don't-
Dugan Sol got killed. All the ones that went to the Kevin of the Bear tribe, except for a few, got killed.
We don't know if any of them
you
got
don't know
away.
for sure. You
Yeah.
don't know for sure.
But most of
You
the
don't-
ones that we...
No, you know
We've
for a fact.
encountered a lot of dead ones.
You know for a fact that some of them got away in one of your battles.
Yeah, that guy that we let go, like
And
to
that
return
guy that
his,
let go as
yeah,
well.
He got away.
So you know for a fact that some of them got away.
Right,
Yeah.
but...
Mhm.
We'd have a reasonable... So, I mean, does this look like a similar size to that sort of party?
If anything, like the one you came across outside of Dugan's Hole initially.
No. Like the
No,
a
What do you-
larger
what do you-
party.
it's
You,
you don't
you make
see
it sound like
people.
this is a large party. Oh.
You don't see people.
Oh.
You see, like, again, what looks like a settlement or a campsite.
Okay.
You don't see people. You see, like, sort of in the distance, like buildings almost, but not quite.
Okay. Well, you say settlement, I assume people, so that's... Okay.
Well, presumably
There's
you'd see
just
the
a
bigger
bunch of
things before they
abandoned
spawn.
buildings and nothing's moving.
It's not abandoned buildings. Like, again, you're pretty far away from it. You I will say you don't see anything moving though.
Let's head on in.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
Okay. So You come up, and immediately you can tell this is different. It looks like a small settlement of tents, and they are empty and abandoned. There's a meager fire pit that looks like it's been long extinguished. Um, and the closer you get, you start to notice something particularly odd. The tents, they're almost like in a circle, like they would be sort of around a fire, but not quite so organized. Like it's not like a perfect circle of 6 tents around a fire pit. It's more just like they're scattered in a loose circular formation. There's quite a few tents, like maybe on the ups, like closer to 20. This was quite a settlement, it seems. And you sort of head through, and it's eerie because there, again, are no signs of people here at all. Once you get to the southernmost part of the camp, the edge of what would be the circle is cut off. And I mean that quite literally. Multiple tents on this southern edge have been bisected, as if half or sections of them were teleported away.
Ah.
You guys can roll perception for me as well.
23.
Solid perception. Oof, all y'all. Very nice.
Almost all of
Seven-
you.
Almost all y'all.
It's 17 because we
yeah.
have advantage. So
Okay. So the most of you, then I'd say that's who would that be? Henu, Asad, Orus. I can't remember if perception counts as your thing. Like, do you get the 24 or the 17? I don't remember.
we get the higher numbers. Both
You
of
get the
us.
higher one? Oh yeah, that's right.
Because
Yes,
we're
yes,
both
yes,
of us
yes.
are doing it.
That's right. That's right. So yes, so the both of you know. It's pretty much only Kaj and actually really only Kaj, I guess, that doesn't really notice this because, and I will say Kaj is distracted, and I will say why in just a second. But the rest of you notice it a little bit further away from the camp towards the south. If you were to continue onwards, there is something sticking out of the ground, something large. And you all are sort of paying attention to that in particular. Kaj, you are distracted because you feel something.
Was it the burrito I ate last night?
It is not the burrito you ate last night. You feel a familiar feeling, a familiar twinge in
Is
this
it like-
particular area.
Is it like that cave we went to with?
It is
The
a little
crazy
like
people
that.
in
It
it?
is a little like that cave you went to. It's different, but it's similar.
Okay. I guess Kaj is gonna try to look around for signs of elemental weirdness.
You do that. What about the rest of you?
I think there is a lot of like poking at the like sudden slice off here, and just looking back around.
It is about as clean as it possibly could be. If something had sliced it, like physically, you would expect to see some sort of, I don't know, tear marks or anything like that. Like you can even see through the tents in some of these areas the belongings that were left behind. There are pots. There is a cot that is very like neatly sliced through and just gone.
So here's an interesting question. Maybe not that interesting, and I'm definitely the wrong person to be doing this. But if we start looking through this settlement, do we find any like indications of where it might have come from? I'm looking for things like, you know, the Dugan's whole coat of arms. Is there anything like that? Any like markings on crates depicting where they came from? Any like particular fabric that might be used anywhere? Again, really not my area of expertise, but
No, this is fine. I will say you can roll roll investigation.
he's gonna say investigation. I'm gonna have to use my
you can
investigation.
get Kaj is doing the same thing, so you can get advantage on this.
Can Kaj get advantage on it instead?
Yeah, Kaj can get advantage on it. Sure. Kaj,
Okay.
roll investigation.
All right. Okay, good thing I
Alright.
have advantage.
Good thing you advantage. So, Kosh, you don't really know much about this particular area.
Yeah.
So you definitely note that this does not appear to be, it does not appear to be townsfolk. There are a lot of furs, for example, a lot of furs and sort of like crude weapons. If you had to hazard a guess, you would say this is probably a camp of one of the nomad tribes in the tundra, similar to the Cavern of the Bear you ran into. A lot of their implements are similar but different.
Mm. So Kaj will relay this to the party. Um, and he'll also say something around here feels off. It feels like the bear cavern a bit.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that, but it would make sense considering we're kind of coming up on Traugar land and they've been tooling around with black ice, or at least always around the area.
I will also say in your investigation, you did not find any Chardalyn.
Huh?
And I assume you would have mentioned if we found like any trace of people, like if we had suddenly
Oh,
seen
I'm
a,
sorry.
There,
you
I mean,
know,
there are traces in the sense that this place looked lived in.
right, but we don't find any like severed fingers where the
No,
line is, you
no,
know.
you do not.
Was that like blue torch thing stone cairn made out of Chardalyn, or is it just, or is there some other
It was
material
not.
there?
It is not made out of Chardalyn.
I didn't think so. I don't suppose we see anything like that around
You do
either, right?
not. No.
Okay.
The only thing, again, like aside from in the camp itself, you can see there's something sort of jutting out of the snow in the distance, the near distance.
Well, if we want to learn anything about what happened here, maybe it's to visit that. Looks at the thing.
Is it what?
Hmm?
Isn't
What?
the thing in the near distance? Oh, I mean, I indicated to Kaj, who
Oh,
didn't
okay.
notice it.
Kaj
What are the
just
rest
went.
of you, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Poking around the camp, I guess.
Okay.
Like the smart person that I am.
Okay.
Horus is just, keeping his eyes up and around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe stealing a glance to see if the stars that disappeared have come back.
They did.
Confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Well, I
Is
guess
it? I thought they just had to do with Ravison showing up and then getting bopped.
I guess. So, are we going to look at the thing over there?
Probably should.
I'm ready to.
What's the worst that could happen?
Lots of things.
Well,
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We get
When
in
you
a
put it
fight
like
and I'll
that.
die.
Okay. So you got shoots an arrow at it. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Asa, you shoot an arrow at the thing in the distance. Make an attack roll for me.
This is going so well.
And then we kill the last. There's
15.
15? Okay. Yeah, you shoot an arrow at it and you just hear like
Wheel that,
you,
Monty?
you just hear like a pink and
This
the
is
arrow
not a
kind
day
of,
of wheel. This is a day of
Or
woe.
whoa. Sorry, I meant whoa. Yeah.
yeah, the
You
arrow
Not
just
gonna
kind of
whoa,
make it miss.
Asod.
the arrow just kind of like I said, you hear like a pink and it kind of bounces off.
Okay.
Okay, Kaj just starts trudging towards it because I assume it's at It's been pointed out to him now.
It is indeed not a sphere of annihilation.
I
Well
I
done.
was my heart was half like you shoot it
Fantastic
and
deductive skills.
Oh, that wasn't even fuck. I just I thought you were being facetious. You were not. That's actually a very good. That's not the worst inference I've ever heard, actually.
my first thought was like you shoot it and then like Valine's owl like transforms back into being an owl from being a rock and dies.
Yeah, I was like, God, I was just thinking to myself. I was like, why the fuck would I put a sphere? Like, why would it ever be a sphere? And
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because it's
no,
slicey.
yeah, no, it's not a sphere. So yeah, you guys get closer, and what you see, is again much like so many things you've come across in the tundra and in your travels, just almost unbearably strange. What you see is a giant hand made of ice that is outstretched from the ground. Um, and you guys can roll perception if you'd like.
Yeah, we will.
No, I'd prefer to just close my eyes and not see the horrors of the tundra.
This isn't Call of Cthulhu. You shouldn't do that.
10. I got.
Okay. Oris and Gomdun, you note that the hand is very, I mean, if it was carved, it's very intricate, like very detailed. Even so much so as the fingernails at the end of the fingers they are slightly sharpened into points at the end.
That's not creepy at all.
Does the hand look like particularly masculine or feminine in any sort of way?
Are you trying to gender the hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, leave your labels at home. Um,
This
Like,
must
is
be
it?
one of the.
Is it? I mean, you say it has sharpened nails. Is it like thin fingers? Are they thick fingers? Does the hand look?
honestly,
If they're dwarf fingers, we wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
you truly cannot tell.
I mean, judging it compared to like you say it's jutting out of the ground, so there's some sort of like wrist, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
How can I put this? It is
there's some amount of like ability to judge relative there.
I'm here. I mean, here's what I'll say. You don't really have a great way of comparing it to anything. It has detail in it, but it's not the typical sort of like, it's not like, oh, a slender wrist extending into long, like thin. It's not the kind of detail that you expect. It's just like a very realistically shaped hand, but you cannot tell just by the shape of it. Again, if it's masculine or feminine, you cannot tell that.
Somebody should try talking
Perfect
to the
replica
hand.
of the hand of Vecna.
I give it a high five.
Okay.
With the hand that used to not be a hand.
With Gomdun's hand, basically.
Well, I think it was my hand, but
Oh no, was it your?
Well,
Oh,
it
it
was
was your
both
hand.
of our hands. It was both of our hands.
yeah,
Right,
but it was with
Sure.
part of it.
It was the
Whatever.
hand that it was the hand that was restored. Okay.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
All right. Immediately, you two, the twins, you are somewhere new.
Alright. God damn it, brother.
They just vanish on us?
Hold on, just hold on. Here, I will. Oh, hold on a minute. I don't want to do that. I need to. I want to just show you the picture without it revealing anything.
Man, you really gotta hand it to this guy.
How am I gonna do this?
No,
1 second
Don't
here.
do that.
I don't have a good way of doing this. Okay, hold on.
That's
Maybe I
just
can.
him coping right now with
Oh, hold on. No, you're
the
not
fact
gonna
that
do
he
it.
may have just gotten us.
Killed again. Just PM it to both of us.
No. Here, I know what I'm gonna
Yeah,
do.
go
I know what
with
I'm gonna do. Just give me
God
1 second.
damn
now.
it, brother.
I will give
You
it
guys
to you.
always wanted to be a frost giant, right?
I did want it to be a frost shadow. I was hoping it was gonna hit leather and then it was gonna jump up, but
That would have been fun.
proceed to get owned by a frost giant. We could take one frost giant.
You can take it.
They're
this
like mid. They're mid-pack giants.
quality of this picture is not as good as I thought it was. Ooh, hold on. I have to find a fucking. Hold on. I have to find a really good. There was a good picture that I had, and I wanted to find it. 1 second here. Where is it? It is. It is. God damn it! Where was it? Sorry, guys. I need just a second because it was a really, really fucking cool picture. And this way I can just kind of link it to everyone as soon as I find it.
Word.
But I can't fucking find it. I have it
I'm
saved
just
on my
hoping
computer,
that this is a
but
cat picture.
Yeah.
it is not a cat picture, unfortunately.
Oh,
You are
yeah,
inside a
disappoint us
cat.
like
Here
that.
it is. Here it is. Let me just find the link here. Oh wow, the link is fucking broken. All right. Well,
Yeah.
damn it. All right, just ignore the caption on this because it doesn't really matter. But I'll link it in the chat here. Actually, no, I'll just change the fucking name of the file. Hold on a second. There.
Hey.
Hey,
That.
Hmm.
It is.
Place.
It is a cat.
It's also like, hey.
Sorry, the picture's so small. I can also do another
Yikes.
one that's very, very similar. But yeah, so that's kind of what it looks like. You're immediately there.
brother, what did you just do?
And
High five.
Uh,
and
Man, I figured you would have learned the first time we lost our hand.
the air here is colder even than in Icewind Dale, and the two of you instinctively try to bundle yourself against this
The ring of
soul-piercing
warmth.
cold. The ring of warmth does not help.
Shit.
You look around and you see glaciers, like impossibly large mountains of ice that are moving in the distance, crashing into one another. There was one that passes by relatively close, and you can see in more detail. You see the side of the glacier is covered in moving, screaming figures, their hands reaching
Oh,
towards you. And
oh
then
no.
and then you hear a voice in your mind, in both of your minds, and it says, I don't have my voice thing working because it fucked up on me, but
God, I don't like when someone else does this.
it says, choose.
Choose.
What are we choosing?
Well, we're pretty bad at making choices. We usually choose different things. It's like our kind of our deal.
Yeah, we have very different opinions.
And it says, Pardoon, your God and your mind will not be enough. Choose me or the other.
Oh, we don't know who you are.
There's no response.
I don't know what he's asking us to choose, brother. I don't know about you, but
I mean, do you live here?
There is no response.
is that to me or the thing?
That's to the thing.
All
All right. I look around.
Cool.
I see these screaming figures, and I look around at actually order of operations.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any tent pieces? Like, do I see the other half of the camp or the other portion of the camp anywhere around here?
You are able, if you're sort of able to look down at a nearby chasm, and you can indeed see a few sort of like the only real links to whatever reality or world you know in there. You can see fragments of canvas, metal pieces. You can see wood. You can see an eating utensil. And then you hear, "The time will come, and so will your choice." And then you're back.
And why do these supernatural powers gotta always be so weird like that?
You guys take 1d8. I'm going to roll that 1 second. 2 cold damage, 5 psychic damage.
So
One
both
cold
are halved
damage.
because we have resistance to both.
Oh, nice.
Again,
So,
the cold damage does not get reduced.
okay.
Okay.
So 4 into our temp HP. Ow.
Eesh.
And then what happens is, hold on a second, I gotta do something here. Then the hand that you were looking at, the fingers outstretched, curl inwards into a fist. And the hand rapidly, just swiftly, just flies down under the ground. It doesn't even leave any hole where it pulled down, almost like it was just pulling itself out of existence. And the instant you pop back into existence, Pardoon, it happened so fast that the rest of the party didn't even realize you were gone. But
Wow.
at the
Brother,
same
you broke it.
time, you see something else in front of you. And what you see standing just a small distance from where the fist was, are some strange creatures that you have never seen before.
Oh boy.
And I would like for all of you to roll initiative.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh, guys.
Yes, yes. Brother, what did you
I didn't pick
do?
a token wave, I'm sorry.
What did we learn about touching weird hands? Didn't we learn
I mean, that was about doing things to our hands. You never said anything about touching other hands.
We'll talk about this later. Yeah. Hanny, we're both +0, right? So it's roll
Yeah.
off between us?
Okay.
Okay. Alright, you probably win. Yeah, okay. Cool.
I was gonna say, couldn't we also? Did we literally have to have a roll up, or could we say I just?
We could just
first?
choose. We could just choose.
You guys
Yeah.
can choose.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, given the Nate, you would prefer probably to go second between us anyway, because well, you can't move, right?
Yeah, it's fine. I don't really care either. I don't think it's going to make a difference, because I don't think there's anything that you're going to do that matters on whether I went first or not.
True. Other than charging in so boldly as he always does.
Yeah.
Headstrong. He'll take
Yeah.
you on.
God damn it.
Who? Hey, Sunaj, who will you take on? How headstrong are
Everyone.
you? Oh, okay.
A fireball.
A fireball.
Mm.
Too bad Trapped turned out to be white supremacists.
Yeah.
That aged very poorly.
Didn't even know. I shouldn't say that I'm surprised.
This is not where we belong.
Yeah, it didn't
Turned out to be white supremacists.
Well, he's
Trapped?
faster than me.
Yeah.
Who is it? Headstrong.
Yeah, it's trapped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So immediately, almost like before you can get your bearings when these things appear, there's sort of this larger black one that, just trying to find this here, that immediately in sort of these large bat-like wings flies up and starts to make its way over out there. And then it immediately around you. Let's find this here. 1 second. Sorry, guys. This is what I get for having random encounters. Okay. So immediately on top of you guys, I think that's about right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More like that. So probably here. Immediately, Hardoon and Horus, you are blinded as a sphere of darkness appears immediately around you.
I assume Kaj can see through this normally. Kaj sees us in there.
Kaj can see, yes, Kaj can see you guys inside that darkness, yes. Asad.
Yeah, they're within range. I'm going to cast. Oh, it's only 30 feet. Okay. That is 3
Get the one in
targets.
front.
Yeah. Okay. Move forward a bit, actually. Maybe here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then I'll cast... I'm gonna cast Bane
Nice.
on... I think I can get... I'll get the black one, the blue one, and one of the white ones.
Okay. And what's the roll?
Charisma, DC 13.
Charisma DC 13, okay. The blue one fails. The white one fails, and the black one succeeds.
All right.
So these other two are baned. Okay. That it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Hardoon, you can't see shit.
Well, I saw it running, so I run. It's ahead of me. I run 15
Cool.
feet out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Still bad.
It is up in the air.
Oh. How far?
far? Like you can't reach it with melee.
That's fine.
Well then, I'll ask again.
15, it's like 15 feet up, I'd say.
Perfect. In which case, I will conjure a spiritual weapon next to it.
Okay.
And try to blorp it with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, Lord, but good.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Oh, that's a big mast this time.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that goes for me. One of these days I'll get an icon for that. Alright. Spiritual weapon. Boop. 23.
That hits. All right.
You can't darken our way, and then I will follow up with a Toll the Dead.
Hold him good.
And that is a wisdom save. That's a success.
Alright. So they are untold, but the mast hangs in the sky, having
did get
bopped on
bopped.
the head.
All right. Gomdoon.
I'm gonna ready an action to cast a Calm Emotions on the 3 in the back after Horus goes.
Okay. All right. The 3 in the back, you say?
Not yet, but after Hanu and Horus.
Okay. That works. Okay. After Hanu Norris, you said. Okay, go. Hanu.
Alright, I can't walk
For
all the
best
way up there,
results, yeah.
but I can see one, so I'm gonna 20, 25, 30, and then I'm gonna do something that I've been wanting, that I'm really glad that I can actually do. I'm gonna throw a fireball at his face. And hopefully this works like I think it's gonna.
Fireball?
Bolt.
Oh, firebolt. Okay. And who are you shooting it at?
The only one that I can see.
Black one? Okay. Yeah, you throw a firebolt at it, and it bats it aside with its wing.
Interesting, but that's all that I can do for
appearing
her here anyway.
Appearing to take no damage.
All right.
Horus.
Well, Horus is in the dark.
Yeah, he is.
By the way, Wave, if it casts
I'm gonna
darkness,
figure out which way he's gonna run out of the dark here.
darkness is technically concentration.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
This way.
So he did
So
get
he
bopped.
would have taken. He got bopped.
Yeah, he got bobbed, so he has to roll. Okay, yeah, that's fair.
It's a 10 con, so
Yeah, I mean it rolled a 10, so it's good.
yeah.
Okay. And I mean, that matters.
No, you're right. You're right.
Alright, okay, I think we'll just do the Horus special and twinned guiding bolt the two white ones.
Okay.
So, guiding bolt for the one on the left. Guiding bolt for the one on the right.
That does not.
Okay.
So the one on the right hits. That's a shame you did it the other way around because the Bane, I guess. But oh no, the Bane doesn't matter.
Bane
Bane doesn't matter. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
It's not
so,
a spell DC.
So the one on the right was the one you hit. Okay.
Well, the left is the one I hit.
The left. All right,
Yeah,
fine. Left
you
is
did
one you hit.
left
Sure.
and right.
Okay. Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's be conservative. I'm gonna take the starry form of the chalice and call it.
It'd be better for Asad to fly.
Okay. You would like to cast your calm emotions now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll hit the 3 in the back.
All right, and it is a Wisdom save.
Charisma save.
Charisma save. All right. Charisma save for the 3 in the back. You said.
Yep.
Okay, so let's roll these. What's the DC?
Bane.
50. So the blue one succeeds.
Mhm.
Bane.
Oh, Bane. That's right.
Yeah, roll the d4.
The blue one fails.
Okay.
Okay. The white one that has Bane on it. Succeeds even with the Bane.
Okay.
And the other white one also succeeds.
Okay.
So the blue
Fair
one
enough.
has his emotions calmed.
Sure.
So do that. Okay.
White one.
Now it is the white one's turn.
Mhm.
And they are going to... these ones are also going to fly up in the air, but just a little bit.
Okay.
And they are going to both immediately swoop down and go after Asad.
Sure.
Let's see here. Okay. A 20?
That hits.
I'm going to cosmic omen that. Roll a 1d6.
Nice.
Okay.
Didn't do it. No.
Does a 19 hit?
19 still hits, yeah.
Still hits, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Good try. Good try. Good try.
That is
That's
that is
all it
this
worked.
one, right? Because this one is the other one's a Bane.
That's
So
it's the top one. It's the top one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one that moved first. So you take 9 slashing damage,
Okay.
and it will slash at you again. That one will not hit.
It's an 11.
So the second one will
No,
attack
it's
you
14.
as well,
That's good
and
enough.
it's Bane.
Okay. Yeah.
Second one is Bane. That's
I
a
made my
19. I will roll.
19 hits.
What's
But
no? But it's
Bane-
Bane. So what is it?
yeah, Bane automatically makes it miss because 19's my AC. So even if it rolls
okay,
a 1.
perfect. Yep. So it misses the first attack,
Mhm.
and its second attack is a 23. So what do
It
I roll?
can't. It doesn't matter because even if you roll a
Yeah,
4, it
it's
still hits.
D4.
D4.
It would
Yeah,
get
I couldn't
a
remember if it's D4 or D6. Okay, so then it does hit. All right. And you take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
All right.
Alright.
Push.
If you're gonna do something hostile, wait till after. Just wait a second.
Bane goes down.
Okay, Kaj is gonna run
Bane
up
goes
here
down.
into the darkness,
Rolled a nat 1
Yeah.
on my con save.
and then he's going to cast Fly on Asod.
Fly is touch range.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I
Well, I
just
can't
checked.
reach you then.
Yeah.
It's not super useful when I'm engaged as well, either way.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
so
probably actually
instead-
better on Pardoon at this point.
Yeah, I
Because
can't
they could
him.
reach him. Oh, true.
Yeah, I can't reach him yet either.
Maybe
Just
Hunter?
blast things.
Yeah, Hanu might be. Hanu
Well,
might
I went
be
like
the best.
25 feet just to get here, so I can't reach Hana.
Yeah, but if you went a different, like directly towards Hanu, you probably would have gotten to it because you went like towards Asad.
I don't think so.
Or you could just
But
blast
maybe
things.
Maybe next
Well,
turn.
if
or whatever.
you're gonna blast things, maybe wait a sec because of the
Um,
calm emotions.
I mean, you could.
well, only one of them is Calm Emotions, right?
Well, but if you
Right,
if
but
you,
it's the
if
one
you
that goes right after you.
right,
okay.
and so if you do any hostile action to a friend it can see, you will negate the calm emotions.
Okay. I get you. Okay, so I guess Kaj is going to ready in action. He's gonna ready. Wait, if he readies Eldritch Blast,
Yeah.
he can do like both
Yep.
attacks.
Yes.
Yeah,
right?
it's doing all of its one action. Yeah. So you
Okay.
can.
Okay. So he'll ready an Eldritch Blast against the against this one. For when he sees it move or attack something.
Nice. Yeah, that works.
Okay. Cool. All right. So the blue one's gonna go now. And this blue one is like these. The white and black ones look very similar in that they are sort of like these winged creatures with like a sword and really sharp claws. This one doesn't have any wings. It's very spiny looking and very, very ugly. And it is kind of like confused as to what's going on at this point. It sees its allies sort of fighting, but it's not really sure what it should be doing at this point, so it just kind of moves down and hangs out. Black one's turn. So the black one is going to ready an attack against Ardoon, and so you get to fire your Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay.
And calm emotions ends.
It matters if that thing can see him or not.
Yeah,
In the darkness.
that thing can absolutely see him.
Okay, then he doesn't get advantage.
So the first one misses, the second one hits.
Okay.
11 damage, very nice. Okay, and now it's going to move this darkness. Your cat is very talkative, apparently.
That's
Yeah.
Mimosa. She's busy playing with her brother Pancake, and she makes all the noises.
I don't think I've ever heard a cat make that sound before. It's like,
That is
He has to make another concentration check for the darkness.
yes, he does. Yes, he does.
that is exactly the sound my cat makes when she is trying to get when her brother is playing with her and she hates him.
That was the
Like,
concentration.
it's funny because Mimosa
Nice.
absolutely wants to play with him, and would be very sad if she didn't have a kitten to chase around. But she makes all of the noises that a cat is supposed to make when they're absolutely livid, in the most mundane circumstances. It's hilarious.
So this thing, having been attacked in the darkness, gets visibly annoyed, flies up higher out of range of the mast, and once again, oh no, wait a minute, there's a recharge on this. Never mind, there's a recharge. Give me 1 second. He may not be able to cast it again.
He also was about to attack me, so he might have to. It might be best to follow through on that, just because that was the trigger for.
It's fair. That's fair. No, you're right. Okay, then he'll get it next time. Okay, so it's going to attack you then. 23.
23 will hit.
Yep.
And
Hold on for the next do damage, but I'm going to use a destructive wrath to hit him, or Wrath of the Storm.
Well, I'm just gonna do. I want to do the attacks first.
Don't,
so this
don't
second
do the
one.
second. Well, here's the thing. Don't do the second one yet.
Okay, don't do this.
Because my lightning damage now can push him away. Thunderous Strike. When you deal damage to a large or smaller creature, you can push it 10 feet away. So it's gonna get blasted back no matter how much it takes.
It can still move back towards you.
Well, that's fine, but but I had to say it just in case it couldn't.
That's fair.
The thing is,
Alright.
even if he moves back to you, it uses up some of his movement, so he may not be able to get away after.
That's fine. All right. So the first attack will deal. 9 damage, 9 slashing damage.
Cool.
And then it has to roll a dex save.
Yes,
Which
please.
it is quite good at.
I bet.
No, it fails though.
Nice.
So it'll take 12 damage and get blasted backwards.
Yes.
Yes, it would be like straight up. It's
And it
given.
really flies back towards you. And a 20.
I'll
20
shield
hits.
it.
Oh, shield that one. Okay.
And one more.
Oh boy.
20. Oh, that's a crit. 26.
Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be real nice. This one is going to be a lot of damage because it bites you with this attack. So that is 18 piercing damage
Ow.
and 13 acid damage.
Ow.
And then it will use the rest of its movement. No, I guess it'll stay in range. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity. Asad.
So you
It is
said
my
18 and
turn.
13?
18 and 13, yes.
hit? Okay, 31. Great.
Actually, you know what it is also going to do? It's going to... You know what it is? It is going to actually fly a little bit out of range a bit. It's going to sort of fly into the cover of this tree here, so we'll take an attack of opportunity over here.
It won't. We all used our reactions.
Oh, fair enough.
Yep.
Then it won't. And it's going to bonus action hide.
What's moving the darkness not a bonus action?
Darkness
it couldn't
fell.
move the darkness because it
Oh, right,
it
yeah,
when it
got
got
the
hit.
spell. That's right.
Oh wow. Okay. Yep. So it is now hidden.
Okay.
Asad.
I am going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the top one.
Okay.
And attack it.
Okay. It is Hunter's marked, I guess.
That's a natural 19 for 26 to hit.
That does absolutely hit.
6,
What are you
12
attacking it with?
damage.
Just your
my
regular.
Khopesh, yeah.
Yeah, your Khopesh. Okay. So how much damage did you say?
It's 12 non-magical damage.
Yeah, 12 non-magical damage. Which really ends up amounting to 6 as you
Yeah.
hit it, and its really tough, leathery hide seems to absorb most of the blow.
We get Asad a magical weapon.
Which one did you attack?
Unfortunate. The top one.
Top one.
With advantage, right?
No.
Well, you
Oh,
did have
I had
roll.
advantage. Okay, let me roll and see if I crit then.
Sure.
I did not.
Okay.
So we'll keep the damage.
I'll attack him again. I mean, I don't have anything else I can really do. It's 16 plus... So 23.
It hits.
I'll go ahead and smite this one at level 2.
Okay.
Is it a fiend?
It is a fiend.
Okay, so I get an extra d8. So it's 48 radiant
Plus whatever your sword does.
plus my 1d8, 1d6. So let's roll the radiant damage first.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible. That's 11 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then 4 plus 10 piercing damage.
Okay, so reduced to 5.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything else?
That is my turn.
All right. Romax.
Ruling was on hide, so I saw the direction it went, right? It's kind of using the tree to hide. Is that the idea?
Yes, so you can sort of, you know the general idea of where it went, but you cannot see. I mean, you can roll perception to try to find it, but you...
Right. Right. I'm going to do something slightly different, and this is just because I like the idea, which is I'm going to look in the direction where I think it's hidden, like trying to pierce my peer into the tree, and I'm going to look up it that way and say Valkyr will reveal you, and I'm going to cast Gust of Wind
Into the tree. Okay.
Yeah,
Can you link that for me?
I can. I'm going to cast a 60-foot long and 10-foot wide blast at the general area I saw it disappear into.
Okay, must succeed in a strength where you
Nice,
push
yeah.
15 feet away in a direction following that line. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's make it a strength save.
Yeah, so that's going to be
Alright.
strength versus my spell save, which is 14.
It succeeds.
Okay. Is there anything that happens there? Nope. Unless, as I say, the only other thing is if, anything happens around the leaves of the tree that make it easier to see, then that'd be great. But hey, that's all you're ruling at that point.
Probably not. There's nothing that doesn't like blow the leaves off or anything. These are like pine trees, so it's not really gonna. They're pretty hardy.
Okay.
Anything else?
I will just sort of create a line that exists, and that'll be my wind line until further notice.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we'll do that in a second because I'll point it at him. Meanwhile, I will have the mast come down 15 feet and then move over 1, and that's how far I can move it on my turn. And that's all I've got.
Okay. Come Doom.
So I'm gonna look at the blue one and say, how do you keep demons away?
It just kind of looks at you.
How?
You exercise regularly. I'm casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
It doesn't seem to understand what you said, but sure. But that's a charisma.
It is wisdom.
Oh, wisdom on the blue one.
Yep.
Blue one still got common motions on it.
No, it doesn't.
would've
It broke
faded.
because it saw us take aggressive action
Oh,
with its allies.
Okay, then never mind. All right, wisdom saving throw. You say that's a success.
Okay. Then it's on the ground, right?
It is on the ground. Yes, this one
Okay.
cannot fly.
Okay. I guess I'll push us back this way, and that's my turn.
Hanu.
Where do I get to move? I think here, and then we get advantage. I get advantage on this one to hit it in the face, right?
Well, no, you don't.
You're not flanking, and we don't do advantage for flanking. We just
It's
do
just plus 2.
That's just plus 2. Well, plus
So if
2
you
is
want an
fine.
advantage, you can go over here. Yeah.
Well, if you-
Which
if you
would
want-
absolutely, which would mean they'd get advantage on me. but
Yes, they would.
well,
Yeah.
Not advantage, but plus 2. But yeah.
plus
I
2.
know. But you know what?
All right.
Let's do it, and then I'm gonna wall up on this one.
All right. Let's mang it.
It's not gonna have the plus 2 there.
Those
So
both
it's
hit.
20. Okay,
Yeah, let's go.
let's go. But he gets
20.
to look at.
And these are magical, right? This
Yeah,
thunder
that's
gauntlets are
thunder
magical. weapons?
damage. That's thunder damage. Actually, let me just double check. That's the white one. Yeah, no, that's 21 damage. Pretty good.
Alright, and he's got a
Pretty
whack.
good.
He's got to hit me, or he gets disadvantage.
Okay. Orus.
All right, let's start with a healing word on Asad.
Okay.
That is minimum die rolls on that healing word.
Oof.
Yikes.
I've heard of
we
this.
will life-giving goblet the twins over there to kind of offset the beating they've taken.
All right.
And then for the action, Horus is going to. The light of the stars appears in his hand, and he just throws it at the one between Hanu and Asad.
Okay.
And I don't think that's going to hit, though.
That is not going to hit, unfortunately.
And Horus is going to take a nice, healthy.
Not only does it not hit, it's... Oh. Did we...
A nice,
here.
healthy piece.
Oh, I thought I heard someone... Oh, that was Sonam, I guess.
Yeah.
Not only does it not hit, again, it's sort of just brushes off. It, like, takes its wing and, again, brushes off that whatever. What is this? Starfire? What does that look like?
It's reflavored produce flame.
Okay. Cool.
Which means it technically would do fire damage.
Yes.
That's why it's listed as fire damage.
Yes, that's what I was wondering. Okay. What I've already forgotten what effect this thing has on it. A Hunter's Mark, right. Okay. Okay, so this one's going to swing at Asad. It's actually going to come around. It's a smart guy. He's going to get a +2. 22?
Hits.
It's all right. And so you take. Actually, let me just roll the other attack too, so I can just get that out of the way. 24.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you take 8 slashing damage and also 20 total slashing damage.
Oof.
Yep.
That's a
The other
success.
one is going to turn and attack
That's a
Hanu, who has
success.
goaded it into attacking him. That is a 20, Hanu.
That just hits, right?
Nope, 21 AC now.
Wow.
It has a shield.
Nice.
Wow. Well, hold on. If you have a
There you
shield, you
go.
can't be attacking with both your gauntlets.
Well, he can punch
has
with the same
extra
gauntlet
attack.
twice.
I have extra attack.
that-
It's
oh,
not
okay,
two
sorry.
Yeah,
weapons.
it does it. Yeah.
Yep. All right, fair. Okay, so that one misses. It will attack again. That is also a miss. Cool. That is the end of that. Kaj.
Okay. How hurt is Gomdoon? Or Hardoon?
72 out of 97.
We're about 2/3 of our
Not
health.
too bad. Not too
Yeah.
bad.
Okay. But-
Also, like 2/3 of our health is still more than anyone else's HP. So
It's
Yeah.
like it's literally more than twice the health Horus has right now.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. But Asad took a beating. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Kaj
half health.
Yeah, I guess Kaj was considering like running in and curing wounds.
Could just do
But-
damage.
Yeah,
don't
it's
just
just
don't
do
flaming
something.
sphere. It's the one thing
Yeah.
you shouldn't do.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, just help kill things because I don't do as much damage as I should.
Okay, so what's the weakest looking thing at the moment?
The one on the left.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
one.
Okay. So Kaj is gonna take some steps back. 1, 2, 3, and then blast that.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
That hits, and that also hits. Very nice. That is 11, 19 total damage, and that thing's starting to look not very
that a-
good.
That's a crit though, right?
Second
Yeah,
one's a crit.
It already added the damage.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's what the +8 is, bro.
Yes.
Oh,
So, like I said, 19 total. Okay. Blue guy. Blue guy is going to
Finally take a turn.
finally take a turn. It is going to see that you are throwing things at it. It's going to... Let me just see here. kind of wants to get back, though. Okay. It's going to risk taking an opportunity attack from Hanu. And it's going to try to back up here.
I'll roll damage first.
That hits. And yeah. Now, does the effect work on this thing too?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Anything he punches has disadvantage on attacking anything other than Hanu until like some point.
Until the start of my next turn.
Until starting next turn. Okay, fair. All right. Well, then it's going to change what it's going to do, and it's going to conjure like you'll see like a glowing in its hand, and then you can see sort of like a glowing ball of fire, and it's going to toss it at you, Hanu. That's a miss. It goes flying wide. And it's going to do it again. That is also a miss. Goes wide.
Finally coming into his own as a character.
All right.
I just took a little bit.
The black one is going to take its turn. And once again, it is going to cast Darkness.
Oh, you.
I think it's about that. Let's see, is that...
Great.
I think that's... Yeah, that's about right. Pretty close anyway. And it's going to cast it directly over here.
Do we see it doing this?
I mean, you can roll perception to see if you see it.
Yeah, then I'll do that.
Yep.
You do not see it.
23?
Yep. It rolled
Yeah.
a very, very high stealth.
It's good at this.
Yep.
All right, well.
And it's gonna just kind of
That's
stay
fine.
where it's gonna kind of just stay where it is.
Oh,
That
it
is
does need to
fine.
make a strength save actually, though.
Oh, if it stays in there. Oh, then
It's
then it's gonna move.
no, when
Um,
it starts its turn, it has to.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right.
Yep.
Has to make a strength save, does it? All right. Well, it is still quite good at that. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
and what's the DC?
It is a 14.
Okay. Well, it made the save with a 16, so it is going to move out of the wind so that it is not. How wide is this gust?
10 feet. So it's
10
a
feet.
big, it's a thick gust.
It is thick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yummy thick. All right. Well, I guess
God
it's
damn
not
it.
really. I guess it can stay here then in that case, right? If it made the save. Okay.
It'll have to save again next turn, but yes.
Yes. All right. No, it's going to stay there then. Okay, Asad.
I have no clue what's going on. Gonna roll a d4.
I mean, you have the hunter's mark, so.
Oh, I
presumably-
know the direction.
Yes.
I have advantage on checks I make to find it. I don't think that helps me hit it.
It won't help you hit it, but at least you'll know that it's there.
I guess I'll take the chance to find my way out of. I don't know. Let me make a decision here. I think she would try to go this way to get out of it. So I'll
Okay.
take an attack of opportunity.
I think it still has a disadvantage on it, though, so.
It does not have
if-
disadvantage.
yeah,
It can
if
see.
it's-
They can see.
No, from the Thunder Goblin.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
true. Yeah, that's
true.
true,
But
yeah.
it will still. So then it just cancels out then.
Yeah.
Yep. It's yeah.
Um, Okay. Well, so let's see. That's a crit.
Fuck.
Unfortunate. So you take. Woo! Jesus, the roll. 22 slashing damage.
Ow.
That's
Holy crud.
almost max dice on that one. Very close.
Pain.
It's a 6 plus 5. That's an 11. That's what I need to keep Hunter's Mark up.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna try to hit the thing in front of me, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. That's a 25 to hit.
That does hit.
And I will use one level 1 Divine Smite on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 Radiant.
Mm-hmm.
6 plus 6, 12 plus... Holy, 18 non-magical.
Hold on. How much is the non-magical?
18.
18
6
damage.
plus 6 plus 6. I rolled a
How'd you-
6 on a d8, a 6 on a d6, plus 6 regular damage.
Why'd you get a
Hunter's Mark.
No, Hunter's Mark is a D6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the d8's
So
my
why'd you get-
Kopesh.
Yeah. So
Plus
where's the other
6.
D6 come from?
It's not a d6, it's plus 6 from my
Oh, you get plus.
dex.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
and
fair.
dual
How
rank.
much you said? 18 you said?
18 non-magical and 12
So
radiant.
9. Okay. This thing is looking very, very rough.
Okay.
Carmax.
Well, once again, darkness has occurred. But I saw that blue guy running up, and oh god, that's a bad idea. But I do not have any better ones. So I'm gonna
It's never good when my brother says that.
do it like this to try and avoid being flanked.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to reorient my gust of wind because it keeps on blowing in the same direction, but now from my new angle. Which
Oh,
will-
it keeps
blue-
blowing. Oh, interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell, and you haven't hit me yet, so we'll get there.
Weird. Okay. So now it's
Um,
blowing.
Yeah, he's
You can-
blowing through the blue guy, so he will have to do strength saves, but it's on the
Okay.
start of his turn.
So
In
is
the
it blowing like
meantime,
just straight over to the east now?
yeah, basically.
Oh,
I-
weird.
I-
Okay.
I have to reorient it in a second, but
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine. Sure. So what are you gonna do to the blue guy?
I am instead, since I don't have to use my bonus action to move it, which I normally would, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon and bop him with it.
All
Hopefully.
right, bop him. Bop him good. That hits.
24. Okay, so that's 8 slashing magical.
Yep.
And then, oh, sorry, that was my longsword.
you.
which I
That was you.
I am doing the longsword
Okay,
also.
yeah, do
but-
the other one then.
There we go.
That also hits.
And
Very
that's
nice.
force. Yeah.
Okay.
Mind him
yes.
good.
So popping out of the thing, it's like both of us, both the mast and the sword, move through, and we cut from either side as the wind starts blowing through him now as well.
Okay. Gomdun.
It's still up.
Is what still up?
The guy.
Oh, this guy
He's still
has
up, though.
not gotten hurt at all.
Oh, I thought you. Oh, okay. It's this guy that's almost dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
No, this prickly boy is looking fresh as a bagel.
Yeah. Alright, so then it's my next best action here then. I'm gonna shove us a little bit away from him and I'm gonna shoot him do a mind sliver on this guy.
All right. And what's the save on that again?
It is
In save?
intel.
Intel save. All right. That succeeds.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Hanu, you can't see shit.
Can't see shit, which means I can't see the guy beside me, right?
I mean, you know he's there because he was in front of you before. So in theory, you could attack him. You just get disadvantage.
Well, let's take the disadvantage out of the picture. And let's just take a 5-foot step up so I don't hit a certain elf with the thunder wave going out in front of me.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
Thunder Wave
the
this
two
way,
in front
yeah.
of you. Okay.
Yeah,
Con saves for the both of these dudes. Okay.
not the most damage that I've ever done, but
It's a good choice, yeah.
just well, actually, it's middle of the road. Actually, I forgot it's only 2d8, so 5 of them.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do
It's
left
been-
one first. The left one crit fails. The
Okay.
right one succeeds.
Okay, so the
So
left
it's-
one gets pushed 10 feet away from me still. Does
And
that
takes
mean
9.
Asad gets attack
No.
opportunity?
Forced movement does not.
Force
yeah.
movement does not?
It
Okay.
has
Is
to
it
be
15?
willing movement.
Yeah, you said 15 feet?
10.
10 feet. Okay. And this one just takes half damage?
Yep, and stays.
And stays. Cool.
I
All
wasn't
right.
doing it for the attack, but I was curious anyway. I was just doing it because I couldn't see, and I figured I'd take the guaranteed damage.
It's fine.
Alright.
Okay, Horus.
All right, let me just measure this out again. Ba-da-dum. All right, right there. Horus moves here and is going to Healing Word a sod again. That is much better, and you're also
Nice,
getting
good roll.
the goblet, but the goblet roll is absolute worst. Still 15 healing is 15 healing,
Fine, still pretty
Yeah.
good.
and Horus will frostbite the only thing he can see.
Are you using your scythe?
Yes,
You get more
I'm-
healing from that.
I'm including
He's-
that.
That's
he's
why
rolling.
that's included.
Okay.
You see it,
Okay.
yeah.
Here.
I spent some time setting that all up.
All right, cool.
So,
You're
frostbiting
smart.
Healing
once
Word would
me.
not
base.
be able to heal as much as it does.
Frostbiting what? Sorry?
Frostbiting the dude.
Frostbiting the dude. All right, you frostbite him. He like notices you're casting something at him and he looks at you strangely. You don't even see the frost show up on him.
Huh. Okay. Stepping back, and that's my turn.
All right. This one's going to dive into the darkness to take some cover. And he's going to gun for his best target, and that will be our buddy Hanu. And he will get advantage. 19 misses, right?
Yep,
All right. Second attack. 22.
just hits.
That hits. All right. So you take 7 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
Oh, actually, I realized that. No, that 19 should have hit because it would have been a +2. Should have been a 21.
Alright.
So you actually do take more
Okay.
damage than that.
I do.
So you take another 5, so 12 total slashing damage.
Okay.
The other one's going to do the same. 22 hits. And the second attack is a 23, so you will get hit by 2 more attacks. And you will get hit for max damage.
Oh,
24 slashing damage.
that rapidly went from okay to a lot.
All right. Kaj, you can see your buddy Hanu getting fucking wailed on.
Yeah.
We're getting bopped here, guys.
When I said "oh no," I had a good reason to say that.
Yeah.
These things, I mean, notably, you guys are like these things are using like some tactics. Like
Yeah,
you're
they
not used to fighting things that are seeming like these things are like on par or even smarter than some of the Duergar you've gone up against.
hmm Well, I think Kaj seeing Hanu get beat up like that is
This is
is-
unfortunately probably one of our best damage dealers here. Our only damage dealers here, rather.
I mean, that's not
Yeah.
true.
That creature right here with the hunter's mark on it's pretty low.
yeah. I was
Yes, it is.
thinking of casting Dispel Magic instead. To
get rid of the darkness.
get rid of the darkness.
That
yes.
thing can just keep casting darkness, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, and it would cast darkness like right
It's-
after I dispel
Yeah,
it.
it's his turn before anyone else goes. And
All right.
I was just saying, you could wait till his turn comes around, which would do it in theory.
Yeah, but I don't think
No.
Kaj is smart enough for that.
Ah,
Fair.
He's only 10 intelligence.
Oh, that's fair.
Fair.
Because like doing that feels a bit gamey, and I think
That's not.
I-
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
not.
it's-
Follow your bliss, bro. Follow your bliss.
Yeah.
mhm.
yeah. So Kaj instead is just going to keep on targeting the weak one.
Okay.
How
so,
I get around Hanu doing dumb things is he has the impotent
The
wisdom.
weak one is Dunzo.
Yay!
Thank God. All right, it's one.
Take some
Okay.
damage off the fucking board.
Don't forget you. That was presumably the one that had the initiative tied to them. So you should
I-
put him back in initiative.
It is still in the initiative. I never took it out.
Oh, it did. Sorry, for whatever reason, I thought it went after cost.
I never delete them for that reason.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
and then this will go to the other one next to Hanu.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that also hits. Very nice.
Cool.
And
That
that's
one's
it.
just starting to look a little bit beleaguered as well. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Blue guy has to make a strength save, right?
There's no way he can make a strength save. Not this
No
big dude.
way, not at all. That's a 21. Okay. Listen, he can't fly. He's not like huge, but he's a large spiky boy, and he's just gonna kind of walk directly through the wind blowing at him and like glare at you. And
that
it's
made
going
him
to
use 10 feet of movement, baby.
claw at you. Let's see. Miss. The wind
Okay.
is getting in its face, and then it's going to sweep around and try to smack you with its tail. That hits with a 22. Yeah? Do you shield or something? Like,
Yeah, no.
Well, our AC is like that. Still wouldn't make it miss.
It
Okay.
would. 23 would do it.
Wait,
It's
your AC is 19 now?
No, our AC's at 18. Isn't it a +5?
Oh yeah.
okay, so
Yes.
okay, so anyway, yes,
Yeah.
22. So
I thought it was
you
4 for some reason. But yeah, I'm not gonna block it. Fine.
Oh.
take 15 piercing damage.
Okay.
Just
All right.
Wind check.
All right. The
Get it.
Sphere of
Nice.
Darkness. Oh, I have to make the wind check first. Yes, wind check. It fails.
Vroom.
Ooh.
Actually, wait a minute. No, hold on. It gets advantage.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
Unfortunately,
it?
it does get advantage. Well, let's try again. It was a crit fail, so let's see. No, it fails. It rolled a
Yeah.
10. So
Okay.
it is blown. What happens to it?
15 feet backwards from the direction of the gust.
Okay.
Okay, so it's
And
over
presumably
here.
it's no longer hidden, which is the point.
Yeah, I'll say that. It's definitely no longer hidden. You can see it. It's way out in the open. It is going to move the Sphere of Darkness, however, and it's going to try to encompass all three of you here. And then it is going to... Can it do anything from here? I don't think so. I mean, it can try to hide again. But I think in reality what it's going to do is it's going to... What's the range on this here? Not enough. So I think it's going to move... Oh no, it already used its bonus action. It can't... Never mind, it cannot hide. So instead it's just going to kind of fly up, and it's going to move out of the wind. And it's going to just sort of hover up like 10, 15 feet in the air over here. Asad, you are in darkness again. But only a little bit.
Like,
Just a
part
little
of
bit
me's
dark.
not dark. I like shift out. I like lean my head this way, and
You see it move, and like because you can see the darkness move, you kind of know that you're not really in it all that much.
yeah. So I'm gonna change tack here, and we're going to use bonus action to move the hunter's mark to this guy.
Okay.
And she's going to drop the Kopesh of the shield and pull out the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And the bow will do the attacking
Okay.
on Dark Boy.
Yeah.
Because I'm fucking pissed at him.
Yeah.
That's a fucking 11 to hit. That does not hit.
That does not hit.
That's a 22.
That does hit. And he will have to roll a con save to keep up the darkness.
It's an 11 this time.
8. 9 damage. No, 10 damage.
Oh, sorry, I'm
There's
not
a 5.
mathing. It's 10.
Alright, so does the darkness drop? It does! That is a crit fail. Darkness down.
My tactic
Alright.
succeeded.
Yes, it did. Anything else?
All we needed.
That is my
Until
turn.
it cast it again.
Alright. Parmax.
I mean, we have a whole turn with no darkness. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Sure do.
seriously.
Okay. Let's see. No, I think we're gonna keep this guy occupied. I don't feel the need to move the wind at this point, so I'm gonna again bonus bop this friend.
Yep, bop him. Nope.
No, I won't.
No bop.
Now
That
I
will,
will.
though.
There we go.
That'll bop him good. Yep. All right.
So
Bop.
swinging a miss, and then swinging a slice.
All right. Gomdune.
Gonna use a dissonant whispers on the one right in front of us.
All right. Does
Actually,
oh
how
actually
damaged is this one?
it is. I mean,
I forget if we attacked it or not.
I mean, it has been damaged. It does. It's still looking pretty decent.
Yeah, I'll do it on this one.
Okay. And that's wisdom or charisma. I
Yeah, I
forgot.
need to roll the wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Low roll, unfortunately.
Fails.
Okay. So it uses its whole movement to run away from me, which means attack opportunity from Henu.
Okay. So it's gonna run. It's gonna run right into Kaj.
Sure is.
All right, and then Hannah, you get an attack on it.
Swing. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. That's
There
a
we
crit.
go.
Beauty. Beauty.
Alright, let's do it.
Hang on. How do I actually roll the crit without having to do it automatically? How do
Roll
you guys
another
combine?
1d8. Just
Just
roll another
Roll
one.
D8.
Just roll 1d8.
We'll add it.
You could just
Okay.
stop rolling
11.
damage separately from your attack, and it would automatically roll it.
Whatever.
Well,
it doesn't
that's
matter. All right.
what I'll. That's
11
what I'll
damage. Okay, this thing is now looking a little rough. Cool. Hanu, it is now your turn again. Like, you saw this thing run, and
Run.
you can see it
Well.
now, so... Oh, no, you're gonna go for that guy. All right, no, that guy's up
He's
in
in
the
the air.
Oh, he's
He's
in
up
the
in
air.
the
Wait,
air.
was that not the guy? Who's the guy?
The one that-
who did
The one that ran?
Oh.
He's this one.
We're engaged with.
All right,
Let's go hit him in the back.
you get a +2. That hits. That hits. All right, damages.
Nice.
There you go.
Hannah, like, always fucking hits. Hannah rolls higher than 20 on, like, so much. It's ridiculous. Okay, 16. Very nice.
16, and
Very,
he's
very nice.
And he gets to attack me
Yes.
with my. Oh wait, and before I forget my bonus action for 5 HP.
Oris.
All right. Oris. Oh, let's do something I don't usually do. I'm gonna actually twin my healing word for once.
Ooh.
So this is both Hanu and Asad.
Nice.
And then let's see, which one of you two is looking more spicy now?
I'm a little above half.
I'm
Probably
20.
Asad.
I'm 20 at 51.
Alright,
He's
I lied.
worse than me.
I lied.
All right. So this is gonna go to Hanu,
All right.
and then
so I do-
Oris is gonna freaking book it away from all this nonsense.
So
And
Hanu
I
gains
guess
11 for
and
20,
Asad
right?
gains.
I
No, you gain 20 because you
Yeah.
twin the healing word.
20 total.
Yes.
So
I got
Asad
that.
gets 9, Hanu gets 20. Horus gets over here. He can't cast another spell except for a cantrip this turn, but none of his cantrips work. So he's just gonna take the dodge action because why the hell not?
Resistance or guidance on somebody? I don't know. Those are
Guidance
contracts.
is touch.
Yeah,
This
that's
one's
right.
going to
Okay.
attack Hanu. And that is a 22.
That does hit.
Cosmic Omen.
Yes.
Okay, roll it.
Yeah.
And this is
Misses.
how many more of those you? Wait, that was a
One-
you didn't use your reaction, right? Okay.
That was my reaction, and I've
Yeah.
got one more of
Yeah,
those
one
left
more,
for
okay.
later.
That is a
Alright.
miss. Perfect. Kaj, there's a big boy in your face.
Yeah. Kaja's not sure why it ran away screaming into his face. But yeah. Oh crap.
Gomdune is anything but a master tactician.
Yeah. Definitely don't want a thunder step. So I think it's just. I guess yeah. Kaj is just going to keep on blasting him.
Which one? You're gonna get disadvantage on your.
Oh, that's right, because it's melee.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get disadvantage +2 though.
You
Yeah.
do. That's true.
Or you can move
Listen,
away. That's the
you're
other option.
not wrong. You're not wrong.
No, it's true.
Unless you have a melee attack. I don't know if you have anything melee.
I could bop him with the rod.
But it's non-magical, so probably
That's
would
true.
not be as
Yeah,
I
wouldn't
have
very
a
much.
dagger that deals 1d4 + 1 piercing.
That's probably worse than
It'll do all
disadvantage
of
Eldritch
one
Blast.
damage to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess.
You could also just move back and
Yeah.
take an attack.
So
of
Kaj
opportunity.
is gonna take an attack of opportunity.
All right, Kaj. Braving the attack of opportunity. 16?
That does not hit.
Does not.
Yeah, there you
Really?
go.
What the
Yeah,
fuck? How
Fine,
do you
yeah.
have so much goddamn armor?
Fine.
Okay.
Didn't he-
He has a shield and the elven.
We gave him something, right?
Yeah, we gave him
it's
the
like the
chainmail.
elven armor.
Yeah.
chainmail
I mean,
plus
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
great. I was surprised. Okay, yeah. So,
so he
yeah,
very
move-
narrowly
You're
missed.
good.
Yeah,
You're good.
so you can back
So
up.
Kaj is gonna run over this way. Yeah, like over here. Or I didn't really.
Very
do that.
far.
Okay, so he's gonna action. I measured it out. He's at this tree here. And then he's gonna Eldritch Blast him.
All right, blast him. Hits. So 11 total.
Yep.
All right. God, there's too much fucking. Yeah, this thing's looking not really very good at all. Okay, Blue Boy is gonna make a strength save,
Would you kindly?
and will probably succeed on it.
Probably.
No, it does not succeed on it.
Go.
It has,
blown.
it has advantage and +6, and it failed somehow. Okay, so it's blown 15, like over here.
15 feet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, instead, what it's going now? How does this work against? Hold on, I gotta go find gust of wind again. I'm gonna find the text on this.
So,
Oh, here I got
so
it.
if it runs towards me, it's difficult terrain basically.
Like half movement, basically. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, if it wanted to throw a fireball at you,
Oh, there's no reason it couldn't do that unless you wanted to
I mean,
rule it
that's the thing.
differently.
If you look at the text, I'm gonna say it has a 50% chance to completely just extinguish the fireballs.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm down.
It's throwing them right through the wind. Okay, it's gonna throw two
Probably
of
it
these at
doesn't
you.
extinguish non-magical fires, but yeah. Or magical fires, but yeah. 'Cause it only would extinguish mundane ones.
Oh, is it? Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
That's a 24, so I'm assuming that hits you.
They're probably
yeah.
not immune to radiant.
All right. That's 10 fire damage and a 22.
Yep.
All right, 21 total fire damage.
Oh
Okay.
my god. All right, hold on one second. Are those two separate instances, by the way?
They're two separate instances, yes.
Cool. All right, gust of wind goes down on the first one, and you
Okay.
said minus 21. So that is unfortunate because I was gonna fly at him next turn, but that's fine. All right.
All right. This boy sees that his darkness keeps getting mucked up. He is going to fly over here. And he's gonna get attacks on you here. That's a miss. That's a 21.
Field.
Okay. And the last one, he tries to bite you. That's a crit fail.
Thought you were gonna say another crit on that one. I was just like, no.
That's the most.
Yeah,
so
like,
you're-
gee, come on,
Okay,
man.
so-
Would I think that silvered arrows would have any particularly beneficial effects in this scenario?
That's an excellent question, and I don't have a great way of answering that. I'm not sure what experience Asud would have with fiends.
I'm paladin. Oh.
It's true. It seems a little dumb to not let you do that. Honestly, like, go for it. Like,
'Cause I have silvered arrows.
that's what I'm saying. Listen. You make the call. I'm not going to be the one to make the call. You make the call.
I mean,
If
Asad is gonna try it either way.
Yeah, then
'Cause
go
she-
for it. Absolutely.
That's how she feels about it. Is like
Absolutely. Ixod does have silvered arrows. That is true.
I have
How many do you
6
have? I
silvered
forget.
arrows.
6 of them. That's right.
so. I will shoot 1 silver arrow. That is a 23 to hit.
That hits. Which one
24.
Are you going for the black one?
Yeah, we're going for him. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's 3 plus 6 plus 4. 13 damage.
13 full damage that it takes.
Nice. I'll shoot 1 more.
It seems surprised.
Another natural 17 plus 7.
That does hit.
5 plus 3, 8 plus 4, 12 damage.
Very nice. And that's looking mighty rough now, this black one.
Nice, nice,
All
nice,
right.
nice.
Parmux.
You've been forcing us to split our damage, and we don't like doing that in this party.
Yeah, never.
We
you
don't.
Guys,
Oh
you
yeah.
split
We
the damage.
never split.
Totally never do
Jesus.
that. Yeah.
Fuck. Fuck.
Nope.
Well, you're just a really hard one to hit, aren't you?
It laughs at you.
I'm gonna do just this and try not to get flanked.
Sure. Gomdoon.
Seeing what my brother's doing, I'm gonna back away this way.
Like, you're gonna push yourself away, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And then what do I want to do here? I'm going to attempt to cast Enemies Abound on the blue one.
Okay. What's the save on that?
And save.
Int save. You chose the right one on that. Okay. Still gets
he's
advantage,
big?
though.
He's
Still
big.
Still gets advantage. All right, here we go. That's a 10 and a 7.
Okay.
All right. Enemies have been abounded. He's a ninja now. Okay, so that's that. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Okay. Hanu.
I'm still staring one in the face, right?
You are still staring one in the face, yes.
Then let's be incredibly blunt.
Only one hit this time.
Only one hit this time.
Mhm.
Slacking.
5. All right.
Slacking.
Smacking him. All right. Anything else?
No, because I still have my temp HP.
Okay. Ors.
All right, let me see. If Horus moves here, does he see anything interesting? He sees that one right there. I think it's time to do a guiding bolt this turn.
Okay.
So he's gonna go for the one you've been calling the black one.
Yes.
Even though it's clearly green.
I mean, sure. That. Whew. So
That is
this thing,
nearly max damage
this thing is
guiding
not,
bolt.
he is not paying attention in your direction at all, and this one of these big, massive guiding bolts that you manage to conjure once in a while comes whizzing through the air, flying past Parmux and Gomdoon, and just nearly takes this thing's head off entirely.
Can I laugh at it from a distance?
I mean, yeah, you can, sure. Anything else, Saurus?
I think I'll stick with my current story form and end my turn.
All right. This thing's gonna swing at you, Hanu. That's a crit,
Oh no.
and the second attack will miss. So you will take 18 slashing damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yes, it is.
That's a lot of damage.
Gosh.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep on. We'll just keep on focusing the white guy.
Yeah. Nope.
Ooh.
Ugh.
That
There
one
we
does. Oh, 12 damage. All right. This thing is struggling to stand up. But it is
and
still
that's-
alive, unfortunately.
That is my turn.
All right. Blue guy is bewildered. There are enemies everywhere, and it looks to the closest enemy and throws 2 fireballs at you.
Yay!
Really, it should choose randomly, but
Huh?
If we're all in range, it should choose randomly.
I thought it's the closest.
No, I thought it was random.
It's random.
Is it
Yeah.
random? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well
it's
then.
random.
1, 2, 3, 4, and even 5 auras, because I think it can hit you from there. Yes. So 1, 2, 1 is the brothers, 2 is Asad, 3 is Hanu, 4 is the white guy, 5 is
4.
Horus.
4. Let's go.
2.
4.
That's Asad. So he's gonna
Thanks.
hurl a couple fireballs at you,
Iango.
Asad. Alright.
Assad is not having a great combat here.
That's a miss. That is also a miss.
I have
so you're
AC
good.
16 right now, so
It still misses you.
Fine.
You're good.
okay.
You're fine.
Right. That ends its turn. Asad, your turn. This thing
Right.
just threw some fireballs at you. What are you gonna do? You're gonna take that shit lying down.
I guess I'll bonus action move my
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's Mark. I'm gonna shoot at this one actually.
Where do you want the hunter's mark? That one?
On that one, yeah.
On that one. Okay.
Let's take care of the weak one.
Sure.
Another silvered arrow. That's a 17 to hit.
It's dead. It
Okay.
had 1 HP.
I'll shoot a silvered arrow at the other guy.
All right.
19 to hit.
That hits.
It's 10 damage.
All right. Very nice.
Then I'm gonna move over here and pluck the silvered arrow out of his corpse.
Okay. Parmax. Okay. All right.
just rushing in, covered in my own
It
blood.
has to make a save or the enemies abound.
In a bit.
Yeah, if you do damage.
Gonna.
I mean, no, Asad hit it.
I did.
Ace, I
Oh,
did
yeah,
hit
then
it.
then it makes another save.
It succeeds this time, so enemies abound is down.
Okay. Sure, that's fine.
It's the only enemy on the field, so.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
really
that's
wouldn't.
5. That hits. Okay. Here.
And then 14?
That does not hit.
Didn't think so.
Hmm.
Well, we trying.
All right, Gomdune.
Yeah. Shove us away. Gonna mind sliver.
Mind Sliver is int, I think, if I remember
Yep.
correctly. Yes. It succeeds.
Okay. I figured.
Anu.
Still got to do it in front of me to hit, because he's still. No, he's not. All right, then
Oh, he's
it
dead.
might be. Yeah.
Kind of
it
wasn't
might-
paying attention. The thing just dropped
Oh.
dead in front of him. He tries to hit it,
Yeah,
but like
fuck.
it's not there anymore.
It's like, wait, what? Huh?
What? What am I doing?
I mean, let's
What
be
am
clear,
I
we're in
doing?
a snowy tundra and the thing's white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
It's fair.
Um,
I don't know. He's got
It
like night
might
vision
be.
goggles though, so
it might be a little superfluous, but I'm gonna reach out and touch my elven friend.
Okay.
That is a heal.
all right.
And then I'm gonna run up and use my bonus action for temp HP.
You're not gonna run into its. Okay.
Can I?
You can run
Well,
into its range.
I could run into its range.
You don't have to. I was just asking. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll,
Horus.
I'll hang out. What am I
Yes,
doing?
30
I didn't mean to
feet.
do that. Don't mind me. Ignore the second cast.
Alright. Let's do one more guiding bolt.
Nope.
Ooh, I don't think that's gonna hit. It's unfortunate.
Nope.
Alright. That's it for Horus's turn.
All right, Kaj.
Kaj is gonna stay put and just start throwing blasts at
Start
the...
wailing at him. Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Yes and no.
No.
All right.
Well, that was the minimum roll.
All right. This
Yeah.
thing's still gunning for the brothers.
Yes, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yep. It's gonna go. 1 that misses. 2 that misses, and the tail also misses. All right.
Oh.
Good talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Bonus action Hunter's Mark on that guy.
Yes.
And I have 2 more silvered arrows. Ready for him. 19 to hit. That hits.
That hits.
10 to hit. That misses. So 9 damage on that turn.
All right. Thing is starting to look a little rough now. Armax.
Keep me around this time, brother. I'm gonna bring this down here.
Yeah,
I am going to bop him with the spiritual weapon,
you
hopefully.
will.
17. All right, gets the
Yeah.
10 damage, which is nice.
Still
All
pretty
right,
good.
and then I'm going to flank here and ready in action with my longsword to attack when Hanu closes.
Okay. Very nice. Gomdune.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what my brother tells me to. I'm gonna ready in action. Or actually, you know what? Nah, I'm just gonna mind sliver.
Okay.
Gonna make the save. but-
It fails the save.
Okay.
So what happens on a Mind Sliver again?
It takes the damage. Takes 6 psychic damage, and then the next time it has to make its save before the end of my next turn, it has -1d4.
Okay, cool. Hanu,
I'm gonna close.
Yep. you
I'm
get a plus
gonna
2.
Whack whack.
Those
Oh.
both hit thanks to the plus 2.
Thanks to the +2.
Oh my god.
18 damage. Very nice.
That-
This thing is looking pretty rough now.
And another 8 as I strike as well.
All right. Very, very rough this thing's looking. All right. Horus. Kill stealer extraordinaire. Let's see it.
Well, I'm not gonna. So I'm out of my free guiding bolts. I'm just going to, like lacking that option. Horus is just gonna see if this time maybe a frostbite will work.
On this one. So,
It actually might.
so no damage on a save?
No damage on a save.
Okay. Well, it seems as though the frostbite might have worked if it,
Well, let's
Wasn't
try a
just,
cosmic omen just to be sure here.
Cosmic Omen's not going to do anything here.
Okay, never mind.
Don't even know. It rolled a 25.
Okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna do another healing word here. Let's top up Hanu a little bit, and then goblet the twins.
All right.
Plug,
Kosh.
plug, plug.
That's 1. That hits. That's 2. That hits. It is very, very close. But it's going to get one more turn. It's going to swing at Hanu because it feels it has no choice. Miss.
See that.
21 hits you, I think?
Yep. just
Cosmic
off the bat.
Omen.
Oh,
Cosmic Omen.
it rolled
Bam.
yeah, that's a miss. And the tail will come around, and that will also miss. Asad.
I pluck, like I said, I plucked that silver arrow out.
Yep.
We're shooting it. It's the last
Fire.
one that I have.
Fire it.
Fucking 11 to hit, Jesus.
Does not do it. unfortunately.
Regular arrow.
Regular arrow.
Regular arrow.
Yeah.
Natural one.
Oh my god.
This has not been your combat, sir.
Natural
The
one.
arrows were good when we had them. All right, Parmux.
Yeah, Asad, Hanu took all Asad's rolls. Anyway, I'm gonna do a stab with my buddy.
Yeah, you got him.
22.
All done.
Alright.
All done. These fiends
done.
have been vanquished. And the battle has been won.
I would like
Um,
to choose whatever is not this seems better.
I also choose not this. See,
Um,
brother, this is why you don't go touching random hands that we find.
You say that, and then you sort of notice the place where the icy hand went down into the ground. There's something there that you didn't notice before.
Before I even look at that, I just say, so, did you all see me disappear? Us disappear?
No.
When we
The
touched the
hand just
hand,
went down.
when we touched the hand, we went somewhere else, and it was a cold place full of screaming things. And a voice said we had to make a choice between it and another, and then send us back without any other information. And I don't know what this is gonna be, but I bet it's a message. And I want to look down at the thing now.
Kaj, you specifically note that with the aura you sort of get of that like sort of extra planar feeling with when the hand kind of went down into the ground, it greatly diminished. You do, however, get a small, just a tiny little tinge of that feeling from the object on the ground.
Mm.
And yeah, Asad, you can get all your silver arrows back. You're good.
Nice.
So what you see on the ground there is what looks like a shard of ice. And much like you've seen so many different kinds of ice before, but this one is different from anything you've seen before. The rest of you, it looks, again, it's darker than regular ice, but it's not black. It's not like chardolin. It looks almost like this sort of dark blue crystalline color. Pardoon, you guys recognize it as being very similarly colored to the place where you were, wherever that was.
Kaj will pick it up.
Kosh picks it up.
Just to make sure.
Nothing happens when you pick it up.
Okay.
Just to make sure, I want to cover all of our bases. It doesn't look like the ice beneath Care Dinaval. Important ice comparison.
I would say that the color and the makeup of the ice doesn't quite look like that, but the shape is somewhat reminiscent.
Mm-hmm. If I am reminded of that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to find a better way to say I would like to make a religion check if I getting those vibes from this.
Yeah. Go for it.
Why did I ask for a religion check?
Why did you ask for a religion check?
I'll help you out with that.
Thanks.
Isn't it funny that our cleric and our paladin have negative religion scores?
I have a +1 now.
You have a +1 now? I got
It's
better.
not the worst. It's not the worst.
It could be so much worse. That's true.
I mean, I will say you don't really know. Like, what are you making a religion check for? Like, what are you trying to find out here?
Because I want to know. I want to try and remember whatever I remember about Levistus.
Okay. You know about Levistus that he is the ruler of one of the 9 hells.
The cold one.
Yes, that's what you know. You know he is the ruler of the cold one. That's about about what you remember.
Yeah, I saw those like those soul, like I look at that and I was just like, these are souls buried in the ice. Are we, like, literally, are we in the hells? And being reminded of Avarice's patron seemingly, and the ice or at least having a reminder of what we saw below Care Dinaval, I look at it and just say, this is absolutely not what we want, but I don't know what the other is. And if I'm picking between her and something worse, or sorry, him and something worse, like Oral, I mean, there's no right choice.
No, there's really not.
So yeah, so Kaj, you have a shard of strange ice, and it almost looks as though there's something flickering within.
We perhaps identify it at some point.
You can.
Like right now, before
You
we
could
take
do
it
it
with us.
You could do it right now.
I was gonna say, because I'm looking at it being like, I don't know if we want to have that, but
Yeah, I would like to know what it is before we
Okay,
decide.
yeah, you can identify right now. All right. So
Hanu,
you
if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. You guys take a little time.
Hands it to Hanu.
Take a little time, and you identify it.
And
Oh, like, yeah, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
well, admittedly,
That last part is so fucking ominous.
Also, roll a d6.
I just put it in there because I didn't want to forget, so I just wanted to make sure you guys remember. So,
Well, the thing is,
Incredible.
so
Nice.
Roll a
So I guess
d6 to determine how much of your soul Levistus consumes.
Also, roll a d6.
It's a shame we don't. It's a shame that we don't have Mag
sorcerer.
anymore.
I
I mean,
yeah.
we do.
It's a shame you don't have a
right.
what anymore?
Magnus.
Have we done Mag?
Magnar.
Yeah.
Why do you need Magnar?
We wouldn't. It's meta magic, baby. Oh, I mean,
No, for the
You-
Vista stuff. For the
I mean,
lore,
sure,
dude.
but, yeah, I mean, lore aside, this is fucking tailor-made Gomdune.
Yeah.
well,
That's assuming I want to tap into this power,
I
dude.
mean, that is assuming.
Uh,
I'm just
God
gifting.
damn it.
Listen, man, I'm gifting you guys cool shit left and right. Okay, you go.
Gomdude's mind flickers back to where the voice said we'll have to make a choice, and I'm like,
Okay, that's good, Cash. Yeah, this is like this was a this I'm really happy you rolled this one on the table. This was a fun one.
fucking Avishai are nasty fuckers.
yeah, jeez.
Oof.
Oof.
Listen,
Um,
you guys level up. I have to challenge you accordingly, right?
That's correct.
Uh,
I'm honestly
That is
kind of
true.
surprised how well we did. I actually
It
thought
wasn't.
we would
I mean, it wasn't like. It wasn't one of those
We did
battles
fine.
where you're like fearing for your lives, but it was like appropriately challenging, I think.
that was chunky. That got pretty chunky. But still,
Okay, so I guess
I look at my brother and just say, and so are we done slapping mysterious hands or no?
That's up to you, brother.
I think it's up to you. I guess it's up to us, but
I'll have to think
oh
about
boy.
this one.
If someone
I'm
was gonna high five that hand, I was pretty sure it was gonna be you. But
Yeah, it was gonna be us. There's no way it wasn't. Oh boy, I gotta think about whether I'm gonna use this thing.
as a player, high five the hand. That's the shard of hell.
Yeah, man.
I
Some
want to know
big
what's on that
choices.
D. I want to know what's
These,
on that D6.
these incursions are getting hairier.
Yeah, I gotta think whether Gomdune would use this.
I'm gonna
Sure.
take the 25, by the way.
So the funny thing is, you're not the only person that can actually use this.
I know you also could, but
I could.
am
Or
that's
absolutely
I did
would not.
consider that
True.
also.
That is
I did
true.
consider
Horus
that
could use
also.
it.
Anybody can use it, right?
Horus absolutely would not use this.
Hang on, unless I'm misreading it, anybody could use it. Just the meta magic option is useless
Right,
for anyone
but
else.
yeah, that's the thing. Horus has meta magic adept, so he could use the meta
Ah.
magic part. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only
I
two
get
people in
that.
this party with mana magic. It's
Yeah,
Horus
these things-
and Gomdude.
Most of these things, these are new additions. These are called sorcery shards. This one's a little custom, obviously. But basically the idea is they're like sorcerer made sort of items. Most of them are pretty much sorcerer only, but there's a couple that can be used by non-sorcerers to lesser effect. But this one's tailor made, so
Gomdune is going to telekinetically put this in the bag of holding and mull over it.
sure.
That's the safest place for it.
Yeah. In another dimension, it's the safest place for it.
It's
yes.
definitely less interesting to me to just like fucking gift you guys all sorts of cool magic shit without there being something to spice it up a little.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you took care. I will say, you like the fucking scythe. Like, I did not even consider when you suggested to try to fucking deal with that thing because you figured it out right away, and I was like, oh, all right, yeah.
I mean, there's a mark of Oral on it that's glowing with magic. That's divination.
Well,
Horus knows
but
divination.
you used detect magic on it, like, right? If you didn't use that, you wouldn't have gotten that it was divination.
Yeah, it's like detect magic's like, oh, that's spying on me. Probably.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, that was really good. That was really good.
Whereas I now have a note on my sheet that just says a sorcerer shard with a loaded gun inside.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's got a chamber with one bullet, with 6 chambers and 1 bullet.
I've heard of this game.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
I mean, but just maybe, you know, it could be something really good that happens. You don't know.
Uh-huh.
It could turn into a Bloodwell vial on a roll of a 6.
This is our new Orc Stone, except
It
it's
could
an
level up.
Arlo Stone.
It could level up. You never know. Maybe it just has to roll that particular roll, and then it like gets
Yeah.
stronger. And you start getting like +1 and shit. You don't know.
It's a vestige.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna.
mean,
it's
it's
gonna
not gonna-
bring-
No. What we're gonna do is we're gonna jam it into our skull and then walk off to a desert land.
I mean,
God.
alternatively,
always,
we could
always into the east.
we could attach this to the scythe, right where the right on the Dugan's whole crest, right?
Oh
you know,
boy.
Oh
You're
boy.
gonna start fucking like getting Hanu to combine magical items until something goes
Something
catastrophically
goes
wrong.
horribly
and then,
wrong.
like,
We're gonna have Hanu we're gonna destroy this and have Hanu reforge it as a
It's
regular ass
the-
sorcery shard.
The last sun is gonna take on new meaning when it accidentally kills Hanu when he tried to.
Uh,
yeah.
Hanu's. We're gonna
And
put it
then
in
I haunt
we're gonna put it in the Hanuadra cube and just see what we can do.
God, I have to tell you, I do have to tell you, I'm just a little bit sad that Hanu wasn't the one to high five, because the text I had written for Hanu, if he got there, was going to be, I'll just read it for you. Hanu Idkanen, the last sun that you have already seen.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And like just super like it would have been so appropriate for this fucking session, but Hanu wasn't the one to do it. So
No, I
Wow.
think that
Realistically, it was gonna be us. Like,
I
come
know,
on,
I
you
know, but
know
still,
that.
I had one for everybody, so just in case. All right, so yeah, I guess we will call it there.
level 7.
You
Sorry.
No
you get,
shame
wish.
on this one.
the
you get
fastest,
one of
shame.
those.
the
You get one of
fastest
those between each level. You've
fucking
used
level of
yours.
resistance.
You're
Good
allowed.
lord.
You're allowed to do
Nope.
it once.
That's totally fine.
Okay, so you guys, as far as map location now, I'm gonna just pull us back down here for a sec. Where is the fucking map? Here it is. So you guys got to like somewhere around here, somewhere near like where the red and orange met up. So that was like a little bit of the way into a day. So like you can still do a bunch of traveling today if you wish. And we'll just kind of pick it up with whatever you end up deciding next time. And yeah, you're almost you're like halfway to the fortress. And I think is that another day passed? I think that's day 3 now.
The next day we'd hit would be.
Well, because day 1, hold on, day 1, and then you stayed. Yeah, so this would be this would still be day 3, I think, because you stayed overnight in the tundra. So,
Mhm.
so this is the 3rd day of the month. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that was not a short session. I kind of thought it was going to be, but it wasn't. And once again, even though I was panicking that you were going to get way ahead of what I had prepared, you did
Come
not.
on,
So
man.